I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream. And that is right, we are live on this beautiful November 18th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm starting a great day myself. And we are joined by the usual suspects, Real Texan Politics, and Mr. Luke. Or what's your name at this point?
Yo, how's it going?
What's up, y'all?
Draft Roy Moore for
Bro.
Florida 01, dude.
Draft Roy Moore.
And my PFP, yeah, and my profile pic is the former president of the Czech Republic who's drunk that's what he was known for. He was just drunk all the time. Milo Zeman. He endorsed Trump this year. So
that's
he endorsed Trump this year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was.
That was the most
he was
random
super
thing
pro
I've heard.
China, but. Yeah, he was super pro-China but anti-Russia for some reason. He was an interesting, and he was super pro-Trump, dude. He endorsed Trump this year. He loves Trump.
I think this is also breaking news, but Cory Booker is voting for RFK. I think he's voting to confirm RFK.
There's a lot to get to, but before we get into it, chat, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below. And if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, or just want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I read through as much chat as possible. And yeah, super chats, best way questions, answer all that stuff. And yeah. So yeah, before I forget, guys, YouTube right now is not fun right now. I don't know why YouTube's like, I guess it's not sending out videos for notifications. I've noticed this, my analytics. So yeah, if you're having issues with your notifications not working, just let me know, because this is kind of pissing me off a little bit. Like, I guess they're just not sending out notifications now. I guess just stop doing that. So, yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out that Small Village Polling has a YouTube channel now. I'd highly appreciate if you guys subscribe. We'll be doing content tomorrow. They just did an NBC interview with Morning Joe, so that should be up on the channel tomorrow. It was
oh my gosh.
It was a highly intelligent interview. Yeah.
All right, spikes for 2. Luke said he would vote Obama 08 and 12. Explain. Yeah, explain.
Dude, it was. I would have voted Obama over Romney and McCain. Like, I've said this before, I'm not super conservative. All these people, like, just because, like, I'm a Trump guy, it doesn't mean, like, I'm very right-wing. Like, I'd be the first to tell you I'm not.
Wisconsin, what do y'all think? Like,
yeah.
Dude, like I've said, I'm like a moderate. Like, I'm pretty moderate. I was the guy who invented moderate MAGA before Lee Zeldenstan stole it from me. But we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, this guy is like literally the average.
I'm not like the cringe neocon moderate. I'm like the based, like socially kind of moderate but economically populist. That type of moderate, not the neocon bomb every country in the Middle East.
Be like socially liberal.
So basically, in other words, he's the average Wisconsin voter.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
American Nerd for 5. Who should be Trump's new Treasury Secretary? I think it should be Light Zener, as he was great as a trade representative, but that lunatic guy is interesting. I don't know who should be the Treasury Secretary. I don't know. I don't really know. To me, it's... I don't know enough about who should be in that position. Like, honestly, does anyone have any ideas top their heads? Like, who should be in that position? For Treasury Secretary? Because I honestly don't know.
I think he should appoint AJ from the Costco guys.
Oh,
I think.
Gosh. Just stop with that.
If he's rich enough to shop at Costco, he could probably. Actually, no, you don't need to. Don't they have like the $5 hot dogs? Wait, they're actually not that rich.
There's like I think it's $1.50. If
maybe don't appoint him Treasury Secretary, then
that's real. All right, hold on. People in chat are saying wait, what? Chat is saying that some people are losing their memberships without even. What? Okay, YouTube's fucking around right now. This is stupid. I don't know what YouTube's doing. Because
a lot of shitty stuff is happening with social media before the election. I'll just say that.
Yeah,
without
this
comment.
Is getting ridiculous.
They're like purging everyone before the Trump administration.
This is ridiculous.
So don't be surprised if a lot of your favorite YouTube channels get like nuked in the next couple
I'm not
months.
going to. Like, I'm not going out to a fight. So, guys, this is why it's important. Subscribe, share with your friends. Get this channel going again.
Yeah.
YouTube is, I don't know what they're doing.
Follow on X, too. Follow everyone on X, because X is the only place that won't be doing that.
Yeah, so this is getting ridiculous. I'm just talking to people. Some people in chat are saying they just lost their membership without even doing anything. What the hell?
Yeah, again, you're going to be seeing big tech do this over the next couple months. They're going
And
to.
Tester's Done has rejoined the channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, and this is weird. It doesn't even tell him he's been a member, so they just deleted it.
Hey, Tester's Done. How's it going?
Some people are saying they can't
his-
donate. What the hell?
Yeah. By the way, subscribe to Tester is Done as well. Great guy.
Real.
Great channel.
People are saying super chats aren't going through. What the hell?
I'm wondering if that's a sign that you might be getting banned soon.
Let's hope not.
Everyone follow Real American on Twitter, so he's got a platform no matter what. That's what we got to do. Follow at Real P Data and Real American Politics. He's got two Twitter accounts.
People are saying YouTube's fucking around. What the hell? Sorry, chat. I'm sorry about this. I gotta talk about this. This is getting ridiculous. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Like, I understand, like, there's gonna be a small decline in viewership and stuff after the election, right? I saw it in X. I saw, a decent decline. But right now, YouTube is just saying, no, you have nothing. You're not getting any of your notifications, anyone. So, that's just fun.
Also, yeah, I'm going to say counterpoint now. Every time I see a picture of Andrew Jackson, I just think of Real American because it's your Twitter profile.
That is real.
I think that's how terminally online I am. Like, I see Andrew Jackson, I'm like, that's Real American Politics.
It's sounding like YouTube is trying to lead the resistance or whatever to Trump.
All right, American Nerd for 5. Rap, just be clear, I mostly think that Lutnick is because of what happened to his brother and a lot of his employees on a certain day in 2001. K-Cub for 2. I see Casey took another L, becoming common. Yeah, so, gosh, I don't know how we're going to start the stream, because I'm just kind of mad now. This is kind of pissing me off now. So, should we talk about the Pennsylvania stuff? So, before I blow gaskets.
That might be the final thing.
Yeah, the court finally made him stop counting the stupid ballots.
For freaking now. I swear, if they just start doing it again, you gotta throw people in jail. This is ridiculous.
The Supreme, at that point, it's gonna go to the U.S. Supreme Court, and then they're gonna just throw out the Casey votes. Dude,
I think that's more than likely what's gonna happen.
Prosecute these people. Throw the people who are disobeying the Supreme Court in jail, because that's what we know full well. That's what would happen if people on our side.
This is
insane.
That's what
they should do.
For those that are out of the loop on this,
be in jail.
For those that are out of loop in Pennsylvania, basically what Casey's campaign is doing, they're literally just trying to. I don't know how to say this.
And we've got no news not to. We've got a Republican Attorney General now in Pennsylvania. We got the U.S. Attorney General as a Republican. That's what we need to do. We need to throw these people in jail and everyone who's conspired with them. That's
they're basically they're counting undocumented votes because you remember no vote
against what the state Supreme Court, who is Democrats, said. And today the state Supreme Court, Democrats, I will say, the Democrats have a majority on the Supreme Court. They voted to stop them from counting these votes. For those. This isn't like a conspiracy. Like, oh, we're the only ones saying they're BS. No, even the Democrat Pennsylvania Supreme Court is saying they're BS.
Yeah. And for those that are wondering, these are provisional ballots. These are ballots that, for whatever reason, they had a verification issue. That's not a conspiracy. That's a fact. And the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, they said no. Like, if there's something wrong with it, throw it out.
I think basically what it is that they either have the wrong date or they have no date at all.
Yeah, it's like, if they don't have any, like, how can you, because if you allow that, which we're not going to get into that much, that opens up a whole can of worms. That opens up such a can of worms. It's like, how do you even stop that? K-Cub for 2, rapping on to calm down, watch the blocked field goal. That's real. Lucas has joined the channel, American Nerd for 2. Pennsylvania Senate 2024 is basically Florida 2000 again. Well, at least with Florida, like, that was just such a close race, and, like, it was within a couple hundred votes. This was not even that close. Like,
this sounds more like Minnesota 2008.
No, at least that was within 100 votes.
Yeah, I mean, Marco Elias is basically he's literally trying to get Casey over the top. They think that they have enough votes for him to get him over the top by any means necessary.
All this does, it just makes people think, oh, wait, these same hypocrites were saying, if you say anything about a certain election, it's illegal. Like, you should be thrown in jail. They don't care. The person of which county was it? Montgomery County? Or Bucks County?
Bucks. And by the way, this is the reason why Kamala almost flipped Bucks, by the way. She almost flipped it back.
Yeah, and she's just saying, Trump is only I'm above the law. That's what she said. That's literally what she said. She's
her
above the
whole
law.
what they're basically saying is we have to use civil disobedience to save democracy.
Yeah.
They're basically treating this, counting undocumented votes, because again, no vote is illegal, guys. Surely.
Truly.
They're basically comparing this to like the civil rights movement.
This is insane. Like, the only positive of all of this is the fact that people are finally waking up to it. They're finally realizing, oh, wait a minute, these people are full of shit. These people are full of shit.
If Ronna McDaniel was still the RNC,
Oh, she would have done nothing for 6 months. Then
yeah,
after the
Casey would.
fact, she would have sued.
If she was the RNC chair, Casey would probably win, but he would not be seated for months.
Yeah,
Like Pennsylvania would literally only have one senator for probably half the year.
Yeah, but Ronna McDaniel, she would have just sat back and maybe she would have filed a lawsuit in like.
No, she would have just complained on Twitter, like the Dems are rigging the election.
Yeah, they're a threat to democracy.
And by the way, what I said about not no one being seated for 6 months, I'm not exaggerating. That's literally what happened.
Franken, right?
Yeah, Al Franken was not seated until like July.
All right, American Nerd for 3. Keep an eye on Bob Casey during January 6, 2025. That's real. Well, actually, January 3rd it would be for Congress. So yeah, be on the lookout for Bob Casey. What is he gonna do? Is he just gonna retire, be respectable, or no? He's gonna keep throwing his.
He might try to go onto the Senate floor or something. I don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, I don't know when does the Supreme Court go to recess?
For a case like this, they would extradite it quickly. So I don't think it will matter. This is such a
because I do think this is absolutely going to go to the Supreme Court.
Oh yeah,
Mark Elias is not going to take this happily. He's going to continue to fight.
And this for Elias is a win for him either way, because either he gets a book deal, where he can say the Supreme Court's racist or whatever, or he gets Casey through. So he wins no matter what. I mean, this is unbelievable. Like, why is Mark Elias still around?
Yeah, Casey's not winning. Let's just say that. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he has no path forward.
Possibility. It's so even if he did take the lead, it'd be through such obvious illegal means that like even the Dems are telling him to stop.
Yeah,
doing this.
Chuck Schumer
making them look stupid, and it's
Chuck
literally
Schumer invited him to Senate orientation.
Conspiracy theories about 2020, right?
All right, I am Moon has joined the channel. Tester's done for 2. I'm running for Virginia Governor, Make America. Oh gosh, thanks to the super chat. Again, folks, share the stream, like. Let's get to 300 viewers right now. We're at 284. Yeah. Keep it going, guys. Share on Twitter.
If they do a formal investigation and it turns out Josh Shapiro is part of this,
his career's done.
We can beat him.
His career's
in 26. If that happens.
Well, I don't know. Like this could be such a big scandal because, like, what else? If they're willing to admit this publicly, what the hell's happening behind closed doors? Listen, Matt Gaetz, when he gets in there, he has to open up investigations. This is enough. K-Cup for 5. If Bob Casey walks to the Senate and demands a seat because it's his, I want to see Trump pull an Uncle Phil and give Casey the Chaz treatment. Well, I mean, will Casey do something crazy? Like, he's losing his mind right now. He's losing it.
If he even concedes, it's not going to be till like very late December, probably. It will be after the Supreme Court, and I mean like the national Supreme Court decides.
Yeah. But like,
which again they are going to do this.
They're going to have to get involved.
Mark Elias is not going down without a fight.
Which again, it's like, does he know that it's majority Republican?
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things.
I mean, he knows it would fail, but he's going to do it anyways.
Listen, I don't like to say this to people, but like, I think Mark Elias should be in jail. Like, unironically, he's one of those people that should be thrown in jail. Does everyone agree? I mean, what does this guy do for society? What?
Democracy.
Yeah, it's literally democracy. And sells books.
Let's see. This is the guy that sued Idaho because they didn't draw a Democrat gerrymander.
He needs to go to jail, and then he needs to watch from his prison cell as all the shitty maps he sued get undone.
Yeah, which they're going to get undone.
I think he claimed to sue Illinois for show, but I don't think he ever did.
They never did. That was a scam. The Sandwich Man for 2. Goodbye, Bob Casey, going out with a real bane. Dude, like, I thought Bob Casey, because his father was one of those respectable guys. Like, you know, Sherrod Brown and John Tester, they went down with dignity, excuse me. They're like, we concede, we're done. But this asshole's like, no. Was he just that arrogant that he thought that he had this in the bag?
Oh yeah, I think he did.
All because his dad's last name.
Yeah.
So that's fun. How would you even draw a Democrat seat in Idaho? You can't. I don't think you can.
Yeah, there's literally no way to. I think actually what Elias might have been trying to do is I think he wanted a competitive district in Boise.
Even then, it was still like
Because-
R plus 15.
Yeah, well, he could probably just. Oh, I think he would probably also like draw a squiggly line to like
Oh, yeah.
some of the native reservations.
Well, also, I think that he was trying to prepare for 2030 when they're probably getting another congressional seat. So that's probably what he's doing.
Oh yeah, Idaho is based. They're pretty much guaranteed to get a third seat,
Yeah,
and
so-
likely it might. At best, it's basically like an R plus like high single digit seat in Boise.
Yeah.
Actually, not even because Ada County is safe Republican now. It went from like R plus 6 to R plus 11.
Yeah, so I don't like with Idaho. I mean, that was weird results there. I mean, didn't like Boise shift like 10 points right or something?
Yeah, Ada County went. I thought it would have been lean Republican. It ended up being safe.
Huh. Let's see. Bob Casey was never told to know enough as a kid in his shows. Yeah, well, he got the position because of his dad. But that's the only reason. And people like this, they can't handle defeat because they never had to work for anything. Not once this guy ever had to work for any of his elections. All he had to say was his father was a blue-collar Democrat in the 90s who was pro-life, and that's it. And now the scam ran out because he did nothing. Mr. Nugget for 2, the KC-808 crash out is insane. Yeah, I mean, this is bad. Like,
So what else?
Also, that was another thing too. Dems ran almost fully on abortion this year, and it was very hard for him to run an abortion when his entire career he was saying he was a pro-life Dem.
well, that's why people
So
liked
it was
him.
like,
People liked it because his dad was pro-life. People don't want to
not
talk about
really,
that, but
no, that wasn't right. It was just because his dad was popular. I don't think because Pennsylvania's
well,
a very
he was
pro-choice
no, he was
state.
no, he was popular, but he was pro-life. That's what I meant. You know what I'm saying. The thing.
It's kind of the same situation with Andy Bashir, but Andy Bashir actually is governor and will probably. I mean,
He's
He does economic investment. That's the reason he's popular. He's super socially liberal, but like people like his economic stuff.
actually, I think Bashir's term limited anyways because
and he's trying to run for president, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
If you tried running now, I think he'd lose because of like how big he went in for Harris in 24.
Oh, by the way, speaking of 2024, before we get into the some other news, did you guys see what Jen Psaki said today?
Oh yeah, she's basically calling on Democrats to double down on transgender stuff.
For those that
I think they might honestly. Seth Moulton is in huge trouble.
yeah,
like
so
he
for those
might
that
actually
don't
get
know,
primary out.
This was a former press secretary for Biden, and she has her shitty show on NBC, and she's basically telling Democrats to double down on the trans stuff. What? This is their strategy?
Yeah, Seth Moulton. By the way, Seth Moulton is
he's
probably
done.
the most vulnerable. He is the most
He's
vulnerable Democratic incumbent in a primary.
Isn't there a college in that district that's already said they're going to vote against him? Or
I think so.
No, go on. Sorry.
I think he was being punished by like university or something. I'm not sure how, but
Well, because I thought it's in his district and like they have a bunch of interns or whatever, and they're telling him to go F himself.
probably so.
Yes.
But yeah, Democrat. I mean, I think Democrat leadership is probably just going to give them the boots. Like they might actually. I think Jeffries may actually fund a primary challenger against Moulton. I think it's either force Moulton to apologize and then basically keep him on a leash, metaphorically at least.
I wonder what they're gonna do about Swazi because he said something very similar.
Well, he says more.
I hope they primary out Swazi with like some AOC lunatic type, so then we flip. It's basically an auto flip.
What the rumor is, he's going to run against Kathy Hochul for the governorship. That's the rumor going around again.
Please, if that's open, we'll probably flip it.
Right.
On the other hand, though, I could see.
Hey, how's it
There's
going?
a chance we could win the House in 2026 solely off redistricting. But
well, that's a different story. But yeah, so aliens, you see what the Democrats are doing? They're doubling down on the trans stuff, and apparently Seth Moulton's dead politically. Hear about that?
No.
Damn.
What happened?
So okay, you know Seth Moulton?
No.
Okay.
He's a congressman from Massachusetts. He basically came out against transgender athletes.
And now they want his head. Same thing with Tom.
Yeah,
Swazi.
like I think there was like a massive protest in Salem, Massachusetts, against him.
Wow. This is the end of the Democratic Party as we know it.
Well,
Yeah,
no, it's just,
and
they're doubling down on the crap. It's just funny.
Jen Psaki is basically calling on Democrats to double down. So more than
Look,
likely, like I already said, I think Hakeem Jeffries is basically going to give Seth Moulton two options.
So Rap,
Either he basically issues a full apology and then he gets kept on a leash for the next Congress, or if he continues, or if he doubles down on the anti-trans athlete stuff, Jeffries probably funds a primary challenger
what
against him.
aliens?
so Rap, I'm gonna begin work on the 2026 Red Wave thumbnail.
Oh, right. What? It's what? It's not even December yet. We're 2 years
I don't
out.
care.
Okay, thank you.
2026 Red Wave.
Mike for 2. Yes, please
How
double
do
down
we
the
know?
trans
We
stuff.
don't know any of the candidates outside of like maybe Brian
All right,
Kemp. You know,
Mike for
so.
2. Please double down on the trans stuff, Dems. Well, no, I think what this is a big deal is they're doubling not just in the trans stuff, but just in general. And like, oh, if we just call half the country racist, we'll win. That's what they're gonna double
Also,
down on.
Boston Nationalist told me to tell you guys to stop talking about Moulton. He really doesn't like hearing about Moulton because it's his congressman.
Oh,
So.
boo freaking who? General Hydra for 2. I can. Sandra for 2.
No,
Thank
he,
you.
no, he said there he's not going to get primary. There isn't going to be enough votes in Salem to take him out. So.
Oh, okay, good. Then you better double down on this then.
Yeah, I trust Boston Nationalist. He knows the region pretty good. So
Yeah, so
he's good.
I think though the Democrats they're gonna double down on this, which I still think that's why they lost. By the way, they refuse to talk about issues.
And that doesn't mean Democrats are going to try to primary.
Oh yeah, they're gonna try to run some like AOC type or something.
Maybe like a transgender person, like an actual transgender.
Yeah, but I do think though, like the fact that Democrats they're gonna double down on this. I mean, are they gonna ever learn? Ever?
No, I mean, they genuinely think that half the country is,
Racist and sexist.
yeah, Zazis.
Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson will whip them back into shape in 28.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, I thought they were going to realize, oh, wait a minute, people don't like this crap. People want to talk about how they're going to fix the border, how we're going to fix the economy. No, we're going to talk about this. Transgenderism. Why?
Speaking of which, let me send a map. I actually made this county map earlier today. Let me send this over here to you.
What?
This is a hypothetical county
Also,
map I made of JD Vance versus AOC in Texas.
Jeez. Holy smokes.
Dude, talk about
What, Luke?
we would actually see Reagan 1984 if that was the matchup. Like,
yeah, I think, yeah, like, for those that don't know, Real Texas posted this, and this is prediction for Texas.
This is probably the absolute best case scenario for Republicans in Texas in 2028.
Well, I mean,
AOC versus JD Vance.
Yeah. Well, the thing with AOC is she's such a shit candidate that this could probably happen. This is what these idiots don't understand. She's
Like
unpopular.
this is a hot take I have for 2028 in Texas. No matter who the Democrats nominate, and this is if everything goes well with this administration. No matter who Democrats nominate, there will only be 3 safe Democrat counties in Texas. That's Travis, which is Austin, Dallas, self-explanatory, and Presidio, which is Marfa. That's like, it's very rural, but Marfa is mini Austin.
Okay. And that's it?
Yeah.
So
the trends everywhere else suck. El Paso will probably be within 10. Bear will probably be within 10. With AOC, it's probably within 5. Hayes, the electorate is a little more progressive because of San Marcos, but even then, it probably would still be within 5. It might even be like a 1 or 2 point victory.
Imagine telling somebody in 2018 El Paso would be within 10.
That I still can't get over that. What was within the cycle? 20? 15?
I think it was like D plus 15.
That's pathetic. Sunny has joined the channel. I saw an actual Cecita for 3. Susan Collins says she's running Lean Republican. Yes, I agree. It's Lean Republican. So
Let's go, Collins. Also, can we tell these conservative influencers to stop talking about primarying her? Hopefully, Trump can
so listen,
Trump
Collins has a reason.
People.
Collins has a legitimate reason to have some of her stuff.
Look, I will say this: I do think Collins is going to face a primary challenger. I do think I think
it's not going to be that big though.
The challenger will be Trump back because the thing is that Collins is she's kind of in deep shit. I mean, she would win a general, but the problem though is that she basically the only way I mean, the only way she doesn't get a primary challenger is if she basically backs Trump's agenda 100%. Which
I
if she
don't
I
does,
don't
think that's
think
the
what
so.
case. I
that's
think
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think that's
no,
gonna happen.
because Trump is intelligent enough. Like he backed Collins in 2020
Yeah,
through the
so
primary.
I'm not too worried
Trump
about
is
the primary.
intelligent enough not the primary out Susan
Now
Collins.
Murkowski on the other hand gotta go, which we
yeah,
may not
and that
know.
and I think the state of her political future is actually probably going to be decided by like 100 votes in Alaska.
This is freaking ridiculous. The
And I
sandwich,
think I've actually heard that ranked choice voting might actually be on track to survive in Alaska by like 200 votes.
that is again Alaska.
Which
Listen,
it,
oh go on, sorry.
and if that's the case, Murkowski is probably going to die in office.
Yeah, listen, I know we give states a lot of shit for like taking forever to count votes. Alaska has an excuse. Like they actually have an excuse to take
They
forever.
have somewhat of an excuse because geographically, I mean,
Can't reach half the
Juneau,
states.
their state capital, is only accessible by boat and plane.
Yeah, so they have an
So
excuse.
they have an excuse to take a little longer than usual.
Not freaking
Not-
California though.
Now,
That's unreal.
not 2 or not a month, but maybe
a
a
week.
few extra days.
All right, the Sandwich Man for 5. Seth Moulton has set the precedent. More traditional Democrats will speak out, mark my words. The Blue Dogs like Golden and Quayle are next. Quayle might. He might. I don't know if he will.
Golden's here to stay.
Yeah.
He is going to be an institution.
Now, will
unless
someone like Golden work with Trump?
he'll have to if he
I
wants
think,
to survive.
That's
I think he will.
Swazi and Golden will work with Trump for sure.
That's the weird
Those
thing
ones
about this
definitely.
term. Like, people say we have a small majority, but when you think about it, it's like, yeah, but there's a bunch of Democrats that are publicly starting to talk about working with Trump now. So it's like,
Also, Cory Booker, of all people, will be voting for RFK.
yeah. Well, people are realizing Trump is probably the most popular figure in America right now. He has a
Booker
mandate.
is likely.
So
I think Booker will.
Booker's up for re-election in 2026. So I don't know. Maybe
That's the other thing, and I think that actually
Plays an impact.
that might Booker might be kind of scared of his election in 26.
I just think he doesn't want to run a competitive race.
Yeah, he doesn't want to risk it.
I don't think he's necessarily scared he'll lose, but I think he's worried that he'd actually have to spend
They're
money
worried
on
about
it.
New Jersey. They don't want to spend
I think between the governor race next year and the 2028 presidential race, Cory Booker probably will have the easier shots at re-election.
Oh yeah, I think he will.
But on the other hand, he's also a very well-known senator, and typically, if you're a very famous senator, you also tend to be very hated.
Well, he's not really hated though. That's the thing with Booker. He's not really hated, but like people are just so mixed on him. It's like whatever.
Look at Warren in 2024. You know, she didn't even crack
Actually, I'll rephrase it. If you're a very famous senator, you're either really loved or you're really hated. Bernie Sanders is really loved. People love Bernie. People hate Ted Cruz, Mitch McConnell, etc.
Elizabeth Warren.
But also, Bernie is in the bluest state in the country, which was kind of like designed for him.
Seahawks Bernie Nelson for 2. Ignore old Maine polling for Collins Rice. Oh yeah, Maine polling sucks. K-Cub for 5. 2023, I went on a date with a pro-choice doctor who advocates for trans rights. 2024, I'm taking a pro-life Catholic woman on a date. # major upgrade. W's chat for K-Cub. Mr. Nugget for 2. You think Dems overhype Ossoff for president too much? Yeah, they did. Has he done anything since he got elected? Like, I'm being honest.
He's kind of a backbencher. I think people only know him because he's just a Democrat senator from Georgia.
Yeah, he's the guy that beat Purdue.
Yeah, Kemp will beat. Here's the thing: if Kemp was going against Warnock, I think that Warnock would probably either a toss-up or
that'd be a shit.
Warnock would be slightly favored.
Yeah,
but with Ossoff, I think Kemp's favored. I think Kemp will win.
Yeah, Ossoff, I just think won in a fluke. So
he did. He won it, and he lost the round people actually voted in. So
yeah. So in the second round, he got dragged down because Kelly Loeffler did not know what she was doing. So
no, and Republicans didn't turn out because Trump was saying a bunch of stuff about the system.
I still think McConnell's bullshit was the reason, but that's a different discussion.
Well, no, still. Republicans weren't going to win it because of how demoralized they were and shit about everything.
But I still think McConnell's stuff didn't help. I think McConnell screwed Purdue over with the shenanigans he pulled. For those that don't remember,
I think we should have the threshold for a runoff should be 45%.
Just do the Argentina rule. where it's like 40 or something, and then like you have to win by
Yeah.
10 if it's below that or something. Just something. Not this crap where it's like, yeah, David Perdue got 49.9% of the vote, but he cannot be the cannot win because the Libertarian screwed him over. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
By the way, a little off topic, but Luke Agnon just posted our Luke just posted a swing map.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll
Yeah,
see
show
that
this on screen. It's interesting. It's still crazy. Not a single
What the
state trended
hell?
shifted left. This is the first time since 1932 that
Hoover.
not a
I
single
think it was Hoover, right?
Yeah. Since FDR shifted every state left in 1932, never before has there been an election where every single state shifted one
Man,
direction.
Kamala Harris was such a strong candidate, everyone. When you're in the same category as fucking Hoover, holy shit.
Yeah, and because of that, there was still probably like I think half the states in the country still trended left, but every single one of them shifted right.
Well, yeah, of course, trends are a little bit different, but like,
Yeah, like even
Yeah.
Reagan in 1984 did worse in Iowa and California and a few.
this
So
is
like,
nuts.
Like I
Yeah,
think,
even
for instance,
Nixon- yeah.
I think the Great Plains. There's kind of been something interesting going on here. I think Republicans are starting to kind of max out in the Great Plains.
Well, yeah, that was bound to happen, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
I
here's the
think
thing. The Great Plains are such an ancestrally Republican area. Like they've always been Republican. Like the Deep South, we know used to be the solid South, used to be all Democrat. The Great Plains, pretty much since they were admitted, have always been a strong Republican
Yeah, I
area.
would
They
say
were
it wasn't
kind of
like, it was
because
like
they were the part of
30s.
the Union that like wasn't like in the East. So they were Union Republicans back, like American Union Civil War, like Union Republicans back then, and then they just kind of stayed because they were because the thing was, the Civil War wasn't really conservative versus liberal; it was just North versus South,
Yeah.
and like slavery was an issue that there were
Anyways,
liberals. And
all right,
there were,
let's.
okay, I'll stop going into a history lesson,
Yeah,
but I think all we need to know is Plains are ancestrally Republican, and they probably it's very rare for an area to stay that
All right.
Republican for that long.
American
I
Nerd
don't think
for
they're going
5.
to lean.
I'm sorry.
I don't think they're gonna ever flip Democrat, but
No.
I think they're gonna.
They might
Outside of
get
maybe
really
like
close.
Kansas.
Well,
but they're gonna
there's
get
I
close.
think there's a couple states that I do probably need to point out on this map. You can read the super chat first, but I'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
point 'em
go
out.
ahead.
American Nerd for 5. Rap, did you see what Tony Gonzalez said about Trump's pick, particularly Gates? I really wish he got primary a few months ago. We'll talk about that after. Yeah, that's dumb. But we'll
Yeah,
see.
he's probably gonna have to keep Tony on a leash if he ever wants to bail him out.
Yeah.
But anyways, so
Draft Roy Moore.
So looking at the no, we're not doing that. So looking at the swing map, so there's basically two regions that didn't really budge, and that's the Great Plains and Cascadia, and also a couple other states. You have Utah, which is moving left off a cliff because of the Mormons.
Also,
Wisconsin.
I've got some reasoning for Wisconsin. I can tell you guys after a minute.
Listen, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we'll just.
I can tell you guys the reason for Wisconsin because we were given information, and now that the election's over, I can give this. It turned out that, and I think I told Real American this in private back when it was given to us like a month before the election. So basically, turning point, all of us, we were supposed to be going after the low propensity voters, and the state party was supposed to be going after the independents. Turns out the state party was going after the same voters we were going after, so nobody was going after independents for like the last 2.5 weeks. So we did all the independent outreach in the last 2.5 weeks. So you want me to be honest? That's probably the reason Wisconsin ended up being.
I heard about
and
that.
I'll tell you this:
F-up.
our boss, 2.5 weeks before the election, told us that Harris was on track to win the state. So the fact Trump won it was against the expectations of like Turning Point.
And that
and
explains what happened in Waukesha. I think that explains what happened in the WoW counties.
You know what I think that also that also explains why Huffy lost. But
well, okay, we listen.
Yeah, that's a whole other.
Yeah, that's a whole different can of worms, which he did concede today.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
so,
chat.
So that goes to show you the organizations are actually competent. The state party. This goes to show that if the state party did its job, Wisconsin probably would have voted to the right of Michigan. Maybe not Pennsylvania, but definitely Michigan.
Yeah. So that's the chat for Eric Hovey. By the way, he conceded.
Yeah, he got screwed over by shitty.
Anyways,
he basically just said that recounting would be a waste of time.
It's not worth it. If you recount, it doesn't matter. He's right. So,
yeah, they would, and they probably even add a few extra votes.
Anyways, Root Guy for 2. Let's get Congress to give Trump a third term. That's not going to happen. Riley Moore for 10. Michael Watley said they are still counting ballots for the Pennsylvania Senate race. Bob Casey should just concede already. We need a Pennsylvania Republican governor for 26. Well, yeah, the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania is saying you're done. It's over.
As long as they keep counting ballots, he's not going to concede. But anyways, I'll move on this map. So North Carolina, that's the interstate that kind of barely budged.
I still think that was a storm.
I think I
Also,
will
I'd just
say
like to
this. I
point
think
out there's still 80,000 ballots out in Michigan, and they called it and Rogers is conceded. So like, even though it's technically still possible for Rogers to win, but you just conceded.
Well,
so maybe
you
he
don't
thinks
know
they're
when
going to be done.
when those listen. You know why?
yeah, but I think North Carolina. I mean, it's mainly the storm. It's mainly the hurricane. I do think there may
because all of Western North Carolina moved left.
Yeah. Now it's plausible there may have been some very minor reverse coattails because of Robinson, but even then, his main effects were almost exclusively down ballot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If you look at Eastern North Carolina, every single county trended over 5 points, like the vast majority of them, outside of a few.
You know what?
All
you know
of
what's
them
also
moved
funny?
like over 5 points.
Robinson almost flipped past Pretend County. He almost actually flipped the county in the Northeast, but now he screwed everybody up. But anyways, so besides kind of the odd ones out, it's mainly the Great Plains, which again, ancestral Republican, kind of maxed out, and then Cascadia, which is, I think there's a lot of liberals that are basically flocking there. Although Oregon, I think they're seeing an exodus, and Washington is.
Yeah, they're seeing it. I think Colorado. I think.
No, Colorado's not having an exodus. They're growing.
No. They're moving to Colorado. That's why I spend.
Yeah. In Texas, and they're getting a lot from Texas too. A lot of the Texas liberals are moving to Colorado.
Yeah. K Cup for 2. How do you sweep 2026? Keep the dream alive. I'm not gonna say anything. That's
why I tend to.
Tom Tiffany's gonna run. That's who it's gonna be.
Yeah,
That's why I tend to actually have a slightly more favorable opinion of Polis, because I mean, yeah, he's a very liberal governor, and obviously I don't like that. But the fact that he's governor of Colorado, he's basically, I mean, maybe he's a Republican plant that's there to basically treat.
He's a weird type.
It's like he's pretty good on guns. He's always been pretty good on guns.
Taxes for like he gets the
way I see it, the way I see it, he's basically maybe he's a Republican plant that's trying to treat Colorado like a basically a human shield to protect Texas.
That's real.
Because basically,
go on.
So basically, what's happening is all the liberals that would otherwise move to Texas, they're going to Colorado instead. Oh, yeah. So Colorado barely budges. Actually, Trump shifted more. It shifted more right than most states. That's actually kind of
it shifted more right than Wisconsin. What the hell?
Yeah, I think a lot of that is the Hispanics in the South. But anyways, so really I think that's also why, I mean, Texas moved tremendously to the right. It probably wouldn't have.
I still am not believing what happened in Texas. We reversed Texas back to 20. If you would have asked me at the beginning of 2024, if you would have said that we were going to revert Texas back to 2012 margins, I would have been like, no way.
I mean, it's basically, I think that probably would not have happened if it weren't for Colorado.
Yeah, because guess what? A lot of Democrats, they fled the state. They fled the state.
And then Cruz won by a Trump 2016 margin.
All right. Play Rude Guy for 2. Attorney General Matt can indict vote. Can't read the rest of that. Sandwich Man for 5. Take a look at the New York Times trend map. The shift to the left of Georgia, west of North Carolina takes the exact path of hurricane. Well, I can't show it that the New York Times is down for some reason. I don't know why it's not working for me.
Well, Georgia, I think the biggest shifts to the left in Georgia were in the black suburbs of Atlanta. So.
Yeah, I think Democrats might have a problem here. I know that sounds crazy because just look at Gwinnett.
Yeah, the biggest shifts to Trump were in Southwest Georgia. It's looking like.
Yeah, so look at Gwinnett County. It shifted towards Trump by like 2 points.
Also, I think MTG actually. I think MTG.
Oh, there's 2 flies in here. What the hell? Anyways.
Oh,
I've also got a bit more inside information on Milwaukee because I did some research into. I went on some because we don't have the official town map up yet of like how the towns voted, but I have reason to believe the main trend in Milwaukee was just Black and Hispanic voters, especially the Black community, because I looked at some of the like suburban communities, and all of them were virtually the same as 2020. So the reason the county swung right has to have been the black vote, which, according to exit polls, Trump doubled the share of the black vote in Wisconsin.
Which
so.
listen, I'm looking at precinct data. He might have been more. We'll see though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But anyways, like I was saying, I think I heard from somebody that MTG underperformed Trump by like 10 points.
Yeah, she did. She's been with a problem.
Yeah, I mean,
She's
she
becoming a
will
problem.
like. Yeah, I think she lost counties that Trump won.
How? That's like the Republican part of the
I don't know.
states. All right, American Nerd for
Actually,
5. Oh, go on.
Actually, I can't confirm whether she lost counties. She probably lost some cities though that
All right.
Trump won.
American Nerd for 5. Who should the GOP run for Pennsylvania governor against Josh Shapiro? Please don't let it be Doug Mastriano. We need someone who can actually have a chance. I don't know who's going to run. We'll see.
Mastriano, I believe, is going to run. I don't think
Okay.
he'll be nominated.
No. He'll run, but he's not going to get the nomination.
Hear me out.
I don't know,
Scott Perry
because I
is such
think-
a liability in that seat, but he can make the governor race semi-competitive. So just run him and then
I
run
don't
someone
know.
else for the seat.
Charlie
Because I
Howard.
think, I mean, right now, I would say we're kind of treating any Republican that runs against Shapiro as a sacrificial lamb.
All right, Charlie
Yeah,
Howard.
so just do Scott Perry.
Charlie Howard for 2. Harris only won New Hanover County by 0.3% in North Carolina, actually by 0.5%. What did she win it by in 2020? Or Biden win it by 2. Okay, interesting. That's really
Yeah, Wilmington. I think Wilmington is trending left. I think there's a lot of movement down there.
Right. K-Call for 5. Breaky. Piece of metal falls from roof of AT&T Stadium before Texans at Cowboys. No injuries. It's official. God really does hate the Cowboys. Marcus for 2. Ironically, it's Carter's 1976 when every state shifted. Oh, yeah. No, I thought states shifted right in 76.
There might have.
Let me look.
Michigan probably shifted.
Wait,
right.
let
I
me
don't
look in 76.
Yeah, I thought, because Ford I thought did way better in Michigan. I can't remember. There's like one state he did
Yeah,
better
I'm
in.
gonna give me a sec. I'll take a look.
President Gilbert giddy up for 5. I always knew Texas was going to shift to the right. I just really think the state has gone for Democrats. They really screwed up in the state. Yeah, real Texas, what do you think happened here? Like, outside of them just moving out, why do you think they shat the bed here?
Because conservatives are moving in.
Wow, that's very insightful.
Oh no, every state did shift left in
Okay.
76. Damn.
Yeah, to be fair,
Outside
though,
of
that's
that,
kind of
though.
a, yeah, but... All right, Tomato for 2. Do you see the Cook County jail trends from 2020, 2024? Yeah. Should I pull up on stream?
Yeah. Also, something else we should probably discuss is Virginia's elections.
Hold on. Which account was that had that? The Cook thing? Hold up.
So, the Virginia news, and I don't know how much we'll discuss this at length, but so Mieres has confirmed that he is going to run for re-election.
I saw that.
So he will not run for governor. So Winsome Sears is not really going to face any major competition. Now, I do think she will face a primary challenger. Very likely Amanda Chase.
And
Now,
she's going to win like 80-20, so we don't have to worry about Amanda Chase.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Sears will win the primary. But you do have to remember, Sears is still hated by the base. She has some pretty major base issues.
She won't shut the hell up. That's her problem.
So basically, Amanda Chase, I imagine, absolutely despises Sears. And I'm not going to get into reasons why.
All right,
but
I think Mayares will probably win, but like Sears is probably going to lose. But there's a very good chance, and I'm not saying it's necessarily the most likely outcome, but there's a chance, and it's very possible that we could swap governorships in Virginia and New Jersey, because Jack Citarelli is starting the ground game already.
Yeah,
I think he's doing like a barbershop tour.
He is.
And Democrats are basically running a completely divided primary.
Yeah, their primary's a shit show. Because, there's people running at Citarelli, but people were like, it's Citarelli's. He's got the...
Now, I will still say Democrats do tend to be more tribalistic than Republicans. You know, Republicans are kind of scared to vote for people because they think that they're rhinos.
Yeah.
Democrats don't really care.
All right, Prince Ryder for 2. Hot take. New Jersey
That didn't
votes the
happen
right
in 2023, and in 2021, and nobody invested in Citarelli either.
Yeah, we gave it the freaking Larry Elder. So...
Larry Elder.
All right, Prince Ryder for 2. Hot take. New Jersey will vote to the right of Virginia in 2025. It might. That's crazy.
Yeah, it will.
I think it will.
I think it will for sure.
Did it
Whether
vote right this
Citarelli
time?
wins is up in the air, but yeah, the governor race will be right of Virginia.
New Jersey, whether it voted right of Virginia this year, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I think it did.
Yeah, it did. It voted right. Yeah, it did.
What the fuck? How?
Oh, I think Harris won Virginia by 6 or 7. Did she?
She won it by 5.5.
No.
Or 6. 6.
6. Okay.
And she won New Jersey by 5.5.
No, actually, Trump did slightly better in Virginia than New Jersey,
No,
but it's
CNN
really
is
a
saying
draw.
it's the other way around. What the hell?
I'm
Let's
looking at
see.
New York Times.
Well,
And
New York
Times
Okay,
Times,
New
is
York,
updated.
New York
CNN
Times. Virginia is Harris plus 5.2. New Jersey is Harris plus 5.9, almost a 6-point victory.
Damn. All right, Plate Rude Guy for 2. Texas is based. No one likes evil policies. American Nerd for 2. Sean Duffy's been picked for transportation secretary. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that for a second, but yeah.
Also, Illinois is officially safe Democrat.
Yeah, so I looked up the Chicago thing. For those that don't know, there's a precinct in Chicago that has the county jail in it. In 2020, it voted for Biden by 94 points. In 2024, it voted for Trump by 2.
I have a feeling they're gonna ban felons from voting
Let me
now
just
in
pull this
Illinois.
up. Yeah, I mean, look at this shit. This is actually real. The precinct the county jail is in swung like, what is that?
200 points.
Is it?
This is the new square, dude. It's the new square.
Oh my gosh. It's beautiful, isn't it? Is that the biggest swing ever?
No, new square, New York. It went from 100% Clinton to 100%
Oh yeah,
Trump.
that's right. Yeah, I just love the fact
there might have been a precinct with like one person in like Hawaii or something.
I'm talking about. Well, I just find it funny though, like the Cook County Jail swung this Republican.
I mean,
It's beautiful.
did the people in the jail actually
Is it
vote?
Ryan Cook County?
Ryan Cook. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I don't know if it's the prisoners that's one, but
Because it's either bad or maybe
Ryan
there's like 2
Cook
houses.
did
or
his job
something.
though, because Nacogdoches County swung right. So.
All right. Again, folks, don't forget to share, subscribe, like the stream, share it on Twitter. Let's keep it going, guys. Remember to share and watch the stream, right? Okay. Yeah, this is crazy to think it's won this Republican. Let's get the mugshot. Did the mugshot like swing it?
Yes.
Would this be ironic?
Probably
That's
so.
why Trump is like he swung 90 points in a jail precinct. Oh, I love it. The brothers in orange love the orange man.
Yeah, Nacogdoches County got 8 points redder, so he did something.
How?
He cooked a little bit.
How? Jesse Smollett voted for
I
Trump.
don't know, maybe being off Twitter has helped him.
I didn't realize all these Texas counties swung that right. What the hell?
I think the biggest shift to the left, actually, I think in Texas, the biggest shift to the left was Kaufman, but that's just exurbs.
Yeah.
Exurb in Dallas, I think, as a
Yes,
whole moved left, but
yeah.
suburban Dallas moved right.
Yeah, Tarrant was 5 points. Denton was 5 points. Collin was 7 points. Damn. And then Dallas was 10 points to. Holy shit.
Let me see. The biggest. Let me look at. Okay. The biggest leftward shift. Actually, okay. The biggest leftward shift in Texas of any county is actually Loving.
Well, that doesn't count. There's like 10 people that live there.
Yeah, I think they probably. I mean, one person flips from Trump to Harris, and that shifts the county like 5 or 10 points.
Yeah,
5
so
to 10
that-
points to the left.
More likely, one person moved in.
Yeah.
That's
Like
probably
one
what happened.
person
Probably so.
moved in, and it swung like 5 points Democrat. That's probably what happened.
Yeah. So after that,
How do they
is
have?
also-
My question: how do these places have county governments if there's only like 100 people that live there?
Magic.
They probably have. I think they probably have like one person that runs for county judge, one person's the sheriff, and he's probably the only police officer too, which is ironic.
Yeah, it's probably just like there's a counselor or something. It's just like
So after
volunteers.
Loving, or actually a lot of them might actually be residents of other counties. So Kaufman is the other one that moved 6 points left. That is a Dallas exurb, very fast growing. And then there's Ellis, which also moved left. Few other rural counties, and then we get to a couple other suburban counties. Waller, which is west of Houston, that's gonna boom in the next decade or two. A lot of land out there, a lot of new subdivisions being built.
What are you talking about?
Counties that move left in Texas, Waller County. This is west of Harris County.
Whoa.
This is a mostly rural county, but it's starting to grow quite a bit because I mean, you're gonna have a lot of neighborhoods pop up over here, a lot of like master plan communities, just because Harris County is growing so quickly that a lot of the urbanization is now moving to rural suburban counties.
All right.
Also, Laura has a lot of
Ooh,
black
hold
people.
on, this is interesting.
Also, was it true that Trump won the Indian vote? Was it true Trump won the Indian vote, or was that
That's what it
just?
said. That's what the exit poll said.
And by Indian, I don't mean like Native American. I mean like Indians.
I don't know about Indians
Native
themselves, but
Americans did.
Trump did outright
Well, I
win
know
the
Native
Asian.
Americans did, yeah,
Hold
but
on,
no,
let me
because I
speak.
heard that like there were some Indian neighborhoods that flipped to Trump, so I wasn't.
Yeah, Trump outright won the Asian vote in Texas.
Jeez. So much for that plan.
And that's mostly Indian, right? That's mostly Indians in
Uh,
Texas, right? For the
I think
Asians.
primarily it's Indian and Vietnamese.
All right, Prince Rider for ooh, this is an interesting one. Prince Rider for 5. This is way too early. But for what it's worth, the initial 2028 map of the RNC has New Jersey and Connecticut as toss-ups. Really? Connecticut? Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Connecticut.
What was the margin?
Plus
It
15.
was D plus 14. I don't know.
That's not
14.
That is awful for Harris. All right.
Let's see. One last county to talk
No,
about.
it was Clinton plus 13 in 2016. It was Biden plus 20. So it really isn't that big a swing.
All right. Political predictions for 2.
No,
Trump
I target Rhode Island before Connecticut. Rhode Island's way more elastic, especially now. So
political predictions for 2. Trump and Stein winning was glorious. It really wasn't, because it hurt us down ballot. American Nerd for 3. Rap, are we gonna lose a Virginia governorship next year? We might. We might.
Probably so. All right, I'm gonna bring up one last county in Texas. Johnson County. This moved about 1.5 points to the left.
With Johnson.
This is the Johnson. That is just south of Tarrant. This is the primary suburban county of Fort Worth. This is where you have Burleson and Cleburne, very fast growing. So there's probably there might be some liberals moving there.
what happens in Dickens? What happened in Dickens and Kent County? Looks like 500 people live there.
Those are just very rural. Let me look. I actually don't know where some of those counties are. Dickens County. Okay, Dickens. That is kind of close to the Panhandle. Is actually east of Lubbock. I think it just maxed out.
Yeah,
and I think
you gotta be careful. Like, some counties might just shift left just because like we just maxed out. That's possible. Like,
I mean that basically. I think you probably have some old Republican voters that died and. No one's moved in.
Yeah, like Lebanon County. Trump got 86 votes in 2024. In 2020, he got 60.
Now, mind you, this is a very common trend among the Great Plains. It's not just Texas. It's Oklahoma. It's Kansas. It's Nebraska.
They just maxed out. That's all that happened.
Yeah, but then again, Kansas has horrible trends for us. So,
well, didn't like Johnson County shift right or something?
Yeah, it did. I can't believe it did.
Trump plus 9 in 2020. It was, or Harris plus 9. It was Biden plus roughly 8.
So I think it actually did move.
Kansas City actually moved right though. So.
Yeah, but there's a lot of black people in Wyandotte County.
Yeah. Prince Rider for 2. My 2025 rankings: Virginia likely Democrat, New Jersey tilt Democrat. I agree with that actually.
Also, Nebraska better use this time to really ramp up on
fix their damn laws. Do we know what the composition of the legislature is now? Yeah,
just work on getting winner take all, because Nebraska's first long term, that could be bad for us.
Do we have any clue what the legislature is now? Is it actually Republican?
I have no idea.
I don't think they do that stupid.
I think the communist is still in there.
What?
The communist? What?
Communist is still in there.
Oh yeah, the communist.
There's like a communist.
Yeah, there's like a communist and like a deep Republican seat. Because they do.
Yeah, there's also this like lesbian anarchist in there. There's a lot of weird people who have positions.
Yeah, that's Nebraska.
I've got a friend who works in Nebraska politics.
What does he have
and
to say about
he was
this?
saying there's like a lesbian anarchist. Yeah,
that's Nebraska for you.
Okay, I'm looking at Kansas. Johnson County
like partisan primaries.
Hold up. We got breaking news. We got breaking news on Trump's cabinet. And it's not Sean Duffy.
What?
Hold up. Oh boy, we might have a problem.
Matt Gaetz.
Yep.
What?
Oh, I think I did hear there was a scoop from like Olivia Johnson or something.
Alright. According to the New York Times, Trump concedes Gaetz' Senate confirmation may not happen.
Okay, then he's going. I think he probably knows that.
That's what I'm guessing. Like, surely he knew of this. Like, surely he did not have the votes. My gosh. So
yeah, so I think he. So he's going to do a recess appointment for Gates, and
That's
that's
what I'm
really the
guessing.
only one that the only way to get him in is recess appointment
Yeah,
because
that's
the
the only
Senate despises him. Like he would probably only get maybe 30 votes
Maybe.
to confirm.
Maybe. RFK is a lock at this point, it looks like.
RFK, whatever votes from Republicans he loses, he might gain from Democrats.
He's already gained. He already got Cory Booker. Didn't?
Yeah, you got Cory Booker. You may get John Fetterman.
He
You
might.
may even get you may get Bernie.
Yeah,
And I actually tweeted this as a
I know
reply to
Fetterman already said he'd vote for Rubio, so.
Well, everyone's saying they're gonna vote for Rubio. That one's kind of just like because they like Rubio, I guess. I don't know.
Also, I have a hot take, and I tweeted this out at Red Eagle because I think as a reply to him. So there was basically there was a tweet about like who would be the most moderate of the Democrat senators, and everyone's saying John Fetterman, and I absolutely agree. But I actually have a hot take for the second most quote unquote moderate senator, which in this case is basically who votes with who votes with Trump's agenda like the most.
Who?
That
Oh yeah,
Bernie.
Harry Ensign is
Bernie.
now saying Trump doesn't have a mandate because he got under 50%
That is
of the popular
bullshit.
vote.
These
That's
same
bullshit, but-
idiots. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that is a hot take of mine. I think that the second most moderate Democrat senator in terms of basically who will probably cooperate with Trump the most or vote with him the most, which in this case is still like 10% at
Yeah.
most. Behind Fetterman, I think Bernie.
That would just be crazy. He might though. Jared Fatay for 5.
He already said he wants to work with Trump on like interest rates.
Yeah,
so.
for credit card stuff.
Yeah, I think Bernie's going to probably work with him a lot when it comes to economics, not social issues. Bernie is.
I think you're going to
social.
start to see a big divide between like Bernie and kind of the old left progressives and like the squad and like the new left type people.
Jared Fatay for 5. Imagine a Democrat nominee in 2020 and ends up being Hillary. Oh, she would get crushed.
I think Bernie's probably at this rate accepted that he's never going to be president, so he might just go all out against.
Yeah, he may just say, "Screw you know what? You screwed me over, kill my coalition. Fine, I'm just gonna."
Now, I mean, now not to 2016 levels of anti-establishment, but
like in between.
He might bend the knee to Trump at least a couple times on some issues,
not others. But hey, listen, I hope he does. I hope Bernie does actually.
Because when you compare to someone like Chuck Schumer or like your average Democrat senator, they are going to vote again. They're going to vote or try their best to vote with Trump 0% of the time. Not even try to make it to 1%. And in fact, they'll probably try to primary any senator. I think most senators will probably try their best to vote with Trump 0% of the time.
Oh yeah, 100%. There'll be
to the point where they probably try to primary out any. To the point they try to probably primary out any senator that votes with Trump even 1% of the time.
Oh yeah, they will. They'd be like, "Oh, John Fetterman, you vote with him 5% of the time. Get out of here. You're a rhino."
Yeah, I mean Fetterman's not up for another 4 years, and he might switch to independent. I mean, I honestly,
don't think so.
I mean that was a hot take of mine before. I think I have a hot take, and I kind of still stand by this. I think
he's the nominee in 2028 for the.
Hold up, we got breaking news. Hold up, we got breaking news from Bucks County. This is from Princess Ryder.
What?
Princess Ryder for 5. The RNC, by the way, is prepared to go to the Supreme Court over Pennsylvania. In the email, internal email says they expect Bucks County to once again defy the state court on ballots. Are you freaking serious right now?
Well, yeah, Mark Elias is basically. I mean, he's basically ordering the judges to basically defy the court.
What the hell? That's what Prince Ryder is saying. And for those that don't know, Princess Ryder is a good source.
If it goes to the Supreme Court, they're cooked. Yeah. Like the national one, like it's so. Because
now I
court,
do
they can try to disobey the state court, but if they do the Supreme, like you can't do that. You know.
Now I will say Trump will probably lose Bucks in this case.
Yeah, this is bullshit. This is unbelievable.
Now, and I don't think the Supreme Court's going to be able to reverse any of the votes.
You can't.
So you can't do that. So they'll try to put a stop to it, but that does mean that Trump is very likely going to lose Bucks County in the end.
All right, guitar for 2.
Whatever. Who cares that we won the state? So
guitar for 2. Lake for Gosar's seat since she can't win statewide. No, she don't run for anything. Go away.
Yeah, well, I mean, losing Bucks County is sad because to me at least, because you know.
Yeah, your county prediction.
Yeah, my county map prediction for Pennsylvania minus only the margin in Center County was completely spot on.
I just can't believe so listen, when Trump gets in this, I think this might be his first chance to focus on. Outside of immigration, which we'll talk about second term in a second, they got to focus on the Pennsylvania stuff. This is ridiculous. Like, they got to set
Also,
an
when that
example.
Republican attorney general gets in Pennsylvania,
They got to
he
launch
needs to immediately like
investigations. This is
arrest
insane.
all these people on the Bucks County like board.
Oh
or
yeah, like
whatever.
we actually flipped the AG
Yeah.
seat, didn't we?
Yeah. Somehow.
That's insane. I can't believe we flipped it. Oh my gosh.
All right, Michael for 20. Hey, Rap, love the content. One quick thing: as Utah Mormon, we are never voting Democrat statewide. We are just not energized by Trump. JD Vance and down ballot Republicans will win and keep winning by Bush-Romney margins.
I will say this: Utah, you guys have a secret weapon that's keeping y'all Republican, and that's a little county called Utah County.
Yeah, that's like a nuke that saves it.
That is home to Provo, Orem, a lot of very conservative.
Oh my gosh, R+40. Holy crap!
Yeah. If they were now, it's probably not what it used to be. It was probably like R+60, 70, 80.
Oh, imagine with Romney. Holy R+95 or whatever.
Yeah, probably
look
still.
at how it was with Romney.
But the fact that they're not, I mean, you would think Utah moving so far to the left, Utah County would probably start voting like R+10 or
It's really
something.
not.
It was Romney plus 78. Obama got 9%.
Holy shit.
So Romney got like 90% of the votes.
Yep, I expected that. Michael for 20.
Yeah, it was 90 to 9. It was 88 to 9.
He didn't even get 90. That's kind of weird.
Michael Taylor for 20. My hot take: Pennsylvania, Arizona, North Carolina now perma-gone in the future. If Republicans keep it up, yeah, they might be. They might be. Because now Pennsylvania.
Okay, actually, I'm looking right now. I believe Utah County actually didn't really budge from 2020. 2020, it was actually still R+40.
Yeah, it's still R+40. That's what's keeping Utah afloat for us.
Actually, looks like it got a point bluer, but it's like
it just Salt. Every time I look at Salt Lake, I just cringe. What is this? D+10? In 2020, it was D. Oh, actually, swung Republican. What?
Okay, I see now.
What the hell?
So Utah County moved left by 1%.
Salt Lake swung right. Somehow?
That's probably Hispanics.
And Summit swung 4 points right, which is like suburban Salt Lake City.
Yeah, this is Utah politics.
Summit County, that's actually, what is Summit County? That's
Washington,
that's
R+50. Jeez.
Wait, Summit moved right? It did. Oh, wow, whoa.
What, Summit?
Summit, that's Park City. That's the most Democratic county in the state.
It shifted heavy right. Holy, what the hell?
It had the second largest shift out of any county in the state. Second only to San Juan, which is that is the biggest shift by far in Utah, 10 points to the right. And I think that's because of Hispanics.
Yeah, probably a Hispanic county.
Yeah, I just love the fact that like when we talk about all these results,
yeah, look at Southern Colorado. Look at Southern Colorado. Holy shit!
I just love the fact
that's why Colorado moved left. I think a lot of the ski area didn't move at all, but Southern Colorado moved right off a cliff.
Yeah, so I find it funny though, like with most of these results, we could just say, "Oh, Hispanics." That's why I moved right. I just love
another thing.
El Paso County, New Mexico is just insane.
Also, another thing in Colorado, El Paso County had more votes than Denver.
What the hell?
Actually, I think that makes sense. El Paso County, I think, actually is the most populated county in the state of Colorado.
All right. If Trump actually manages to deport all the illegals, then the GOP won't be losing another election for a while. Probably. I'm sorry for spamming. I know Gates resigned, but would he not be back in office for January? Well, I heard something about that. Like he could technically come back if it fails. So
he probably. Well, I don't know. I don't know when they'll confirm him though.
That's his thing. We'll see.
So he probably knows that. I mean, I wish he didn't resign, but he probably knows that if Trump can't confirm him, that he can do recess appointments. And it doesn't matter what Mitch McConnell says, because Mitch McConnell's not going to have any control.
Speaking of Mitch McConnell,
by the time the next Congress comes in.
This freaking
GOP job for Attorney General.
Now, when it comes to Senate confirmation, I do think Mitch would vote against Gates, by the way.
Oh, he will. All right. America's Almanac for 5. I'm a trucker and drive through Utah frequently. San Juan County, Utah. Probably Swan because of Native Americans, not as many Hispanics. That's Navajo Nation.
Oh, Native Americans. Oh, actually, I don't think. Yeah, Utah really doesn't have that many Hispanics. Now that I think about it.
that's why I was like a little bit confused by that. But yeah, so
Which is ironic because Utah actually literally used to be part of Mexico.
All right, for those that don't know, Mitch McConnell. This idiot's still around. He's just giving it John McCain this term, isn't he?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's probably going to retire. Well, he's not a leader anymore. He might retire. I don't know.
He's gonna retire. He has nothing.
Dude, he's gonna retire or get primaried in 2 years.
He's gonna John McCain this term. He's just gonna vote against Trump no matter what. Watch. So I mean, like this is what he said. He's saying that, oh, we cannot allow any Trump recess appointments. He's already against it. It's like, shut up. No one cares what you think.
We're kind of running recess appointments or any
That's what he sounds like.
The funniest thing, though, was at the RNC, he introduced the Kentucky delegates, and everyone booed him.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, they hate him. The only reason they voted for him was because of Trump. So, Frankie Jr. for 5. Bob Keeks will swing the Democrats statewide in future elections if he keeps this up. I say go for it, Bob. Yeah, he might. Honestly, like, they might just get so annoyed by it. It's like, oh, you know what? Hey, Shapiro, you did nothing about this. Go away. Mr. Nugget for 2. Red New York 2036. Trust the plan. Yeah, let me play this video, actually. Let me send this to chat so you guys can see this. You know, I'm going to show you guys what our good old friend, the Turtle, said. Because this is our... Well, he's not majority leader now, but still. This is what the genius of Mitch McConnell has to say. Which, again, I literally thought he retired. I thought he went away fully, but he, I guess, didn't. Why is he still in office?
Did he freeze
He only said he's going to step down from majority leader.
Right.
He's not, or minority leader, whatever.
Let me play
this. Question, Senator, running for re-election in 2026.
I'm watching this. Look at this.
All right, I'm sorry, you all were going to be a minute.
Oh my gosh, she did freeze up. What the hell? I thought that was a joke.
Wait, is that from like today or is that from?
Is this real?
You're finally watching the videos of him freezing. Those were from like months ago, bro.
No, this is new. Oh, that's
this is a new video. Oh, never mind.
Is this new?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard of any freezing incidents from him in a while. So
I don't know. Mitch froze again? Like, is this a brand new thing?
Freezing incidents. I love how it just happens so much that it's just.
I gotta find out. Chat, is this a new thing? Is that Joe Biden? What the hell?
No, Mitch McConnell's like Joe Biden on steroids with the freezing and everything. Did you guys see Biden? He like wandered into the Amazon today. That was
I saw that. That was a funny meme. Hold on, let me play this again. Let me play this again so chat can see this. Mitch McBiden.
Did you hear the question, Senator?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Running for re-election in 2026.
He looks bad.
Yeah, he's like 82, I think.
Okay, yeah, this must have been earlier. Wow.
You know, by the way, I think Mitch McConnell's actually a couple years younger than Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my, we're screwed as a country. These idiots were, well, at least we get someone with younger. Wait, John Thune's son's actually...
By the way, I think Nancy Pelosi is basically somewhat confirmed that she intends to stay in the House till she dies.
Why? Why do people do that? I don't get why.
So she can keep giving her husband stock tips. That's why.
Cherokee
because
Bear for 2.
I plan to serve the rest of my life because it's the right thing to do for my people or some shit.
All right, Cherokee Bear for 2. Any bets McConnell will get a stroke in the next 2 years? I think he just resigns. There's no way he keep this up. All right, DHP.
I don't know because I could see him retire, but at the same time, he's so power hungry. He might try to run again, and
I don't see him.
You know what? He's dead. He's dead. If he's not majority leader, dude, McConnell's cooked in a primary.
Yeah. If Mitch McConnell runs for a primary, he may not even get second place.
He might get like 4th.
Like especially if there's like multiple people.
What percent did Liz Cheney get in her primary?
Like 27, I think.
Mitch McConnell may never crack 10%.
I don't think Mitch McConnell for sure would not crack 30.
He may not crack 10.
Oh yeah,
he'd win probably the county Louisville's in and lose every other county in the state.
I don't think he'd win anything. No one likes
him.
No,
I don't think he'd win Louisville.
All right, DHP for 2. What's going on with Kansas GOP? Is it a future Democrat state? Well, no, it's just Kansas. Well, the Kansas
thing with
GOP
Kansas
sucks.
is, long term, Kansas is not good for us.
Yeah, because you got Kansas City, places like Lawrence, Topeka.
Yeah, the only swing state I'm really dooming about, like Kansas is, but like I think kind of the swing state equivalent would be Georgia. That's the only state I'm really dooming about long term. After this,
The way I see Kansas is it's basically like the Virginia of the Great Plains.
I agree. But yeah,
because you have that whole I-70 corridor between Manhattan and Kansas City that is zooming left. It's kind of
one
like
day Kansas and New Mexico will swap places.
Maybe. Hold on, this
I
is
mean,
good
Kansas
chat.
is probably gonna swap places with Nevada.
This is a good chat. He wouldn't even be able to run a campaign, Lamau. His concession speech would be from a hospital bed.
I don't even know if Midfield can campaign.
What I'll say is New Mexico has the best trends for us of any state in the nation because it's like half white working class, half Hispanic, and then a little bit Native American.
So it's a bunch of white upscale liberals in Albuquerque. That's the problem.
The only white working class is really in the southeast around Roswell. Outside of that, a lot of the whites. I mean, Santa Fe is very white, but that's all resist libs.
Yeah, those are the resist lib types. Those are types that
Santa Fe moved 5 points right, and Bernalillo County, where Albuquerque is, moved 3 points right.
Actually, Santa Fe moved right. What?
Wait, actually did?
Yeah, by 5 points.
Wait,
by 5 points. Yeah.
She did. She
And
barely got
I mean, there's
70.
still a lot of Hispanics there anyway, so I guess that makes sense. Let me see.
It's just a Hispanic meme. Just Hispanics.
Only 3 counties in all of New Mexico moved left. There's
only Alamos. The Oppenheimer vote moved left.
Oppenheimer vote.
Union moved left. That's probably just maxed out. Los Alamos, I think that's a suburb.
All right, white college educated New Mexico. Yeah, that's a problem. It's white upscale liberals. That's why it's hard to flip.
Okay, never mind. Los Alamos County. Actually, I think that's a city. I think that's a city county. But that's
Guys,
that's what
it's over. A county in the Oklahoma Panhandle moved left. Cimarron County moved 0.5 points left. The Oklahoma Panhandle
Tripoli got 92% there.
Only 92%.
I can't believe he won Oklahoma City again. That's just hilarious to me.
Oh yeah, there was so many people
moved
that
right.
Yeah, did it move right? It did.
Yeah, 0.5. Tulsa moved left though. Very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tulsa's kind of starting to max out for us.
All right.
And I think it's also just because I think there might be like some old guard GOP evangelical vote, evangelical voters that are probably so. Tulsa is very evangelical. It's probably the evangelical county, like the evangelical capital of the entire country.
Really?
I mean, that's kind of the vibe I get. But you have like a major.
Isn't the big evangelical like? I thought isn't the evangelical capital like Colorado Springs?
And maybe if okay, I would phrase it. Tulsa's probably the evangelical capital of the Great Plains. It's not like Dallas or something, but
Yoshi. Yeah, I thought Dallas was very evangelical. Right?
I don't know. Dallas, maybe Dallas or like as a whole would probably be the evangelical capital of the entire country. I don't know.
All right, Yoshi fan Nick for 2. Breaking Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Yeah, we saw that. Sides with McCormick.
But anyways, Oklahoma. I talked about this in a group chat, not on Discord, but on Twitter. Ryan Walters, if he runs for governor, I don't know if he's gonna run or not. Now, I will say this. He absolutely would win the general, but he would probably still have the worst performance out of any Republican.
Well, that's Oklahoma. Down ballot's much more Democrat, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but I think it's also. I mean, Ryan Walters is probably very controversial in the suburbs.
Well, yeah. Let's talk. Before we talk about the Trump stuff, which was the title of the stream, let's just talk about the Oklahoma stuff because this is gonna.
Yeah, didn't he put like Bibles in school or?
Well, it's not just any Bible.
Oh wait, is he actually doing the Trump?
Which one is it?
Yes, the Trump Bible.
He's kind of going the same route as like Jeff Landry in Louisiana, because you remember that whole controversy with the 10 Commandments, and it did get struck down.
It did?
Yeah, it did. It was a lame duck law to begin with. I knew it would be.
Oh, I thought for a second you were gonna say Jeff Landry put like Catholic Bibles in the classrooms.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
I mean, that would be kind of base.
No, I'm
but-
not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that'd be
so
funny if he did
Ryan
that.
Walters, he announced that Bible's back in classrooms, which I think is just common sense. Bite me, I don't care. I don't see what the problem is.
It will probably get struck down.
Oh, it
though.
will. But what's I don't get what the
Because
problem is.
I think the justice system this day and age has basically completely reinterpreted freedom of religion as freedom from religion.
Yeah, it's like, again, if you want to practice whatever religion you want to practice, fine. I don't see what the problem is by putting a Bible in a school.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think we should in these school libraries, you should allow basically all the religious books. I think Bibles should be in there. You should let the Hindu texts, like Quran, whatever. Like, I think just let all of it in. Like, I think that's totally fine.
All right,
I don't think we should ban religion. I don't think we should. Yeah, so that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like, if you mandated like a religious section in a school library, it would probably still get struck down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get what the problem is. Like, if you want just whatever, who cares?
I think let all of it. I think if people want to read it, let them read it.
Yeah,
let them read anything.
I will say, if Ryan Walters ran for governor, which if he did, like I said, he would still win the general. I don't know if he'd win the primary, but he would still win the general. The map would probably look a lot more similar to Stitz from a couple years back.
He'd probably do a little worse than Stitt.
Probably so. I think he would lose Oklahoma County. He would lose Cleveland County. He'd lose Tulsa. Maybe Payne, which is Stillwater, and maybe whatever county.
I wonder what the margin would be in the Oklahoma Panhandle County where Trump only got 92%.
Only 92.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Remember, don't forget to like, subscribe,
He
share
might
with your
go down
friends.
to 89. He might go down to 89.
That's over. Anonymous for 5. Can we talk about the fact that 40 out of 100 Senate seats are from state Republican? Hold on. Yeah. Can we talk about the fact that 48 out of 100 Senate seats are from state Republican states? There's no reason for Dems to win the Senate again. Well, that's the thing. They're not. I don't think they will for a while. I don't see how they.
Yeah, they're probably not getting it back for another decade or so. The House, the House is probably
for them to get
the House
back.
is going to keep flipping back and forth.
2028. If Casey could lose, I don't even want to know how cooked Fetterman is in 28.
Well, Fetterman,
I think we'll probably get Nevada that year.
Fetterman, I think, understands the way winds are blowing. So, K-Cup for 2. Catholic Bible, you mean the Bible? Yeah.
Okay, I got to get going. So
All right,
okay, so what's the Trump stuff that we got to talk about?
So, I want to talk about, like, the, how things are shaping up for a second term, because we are like, what, 2 months away from him taking the oath of office, right? January.
Yeah, well, the cabinet's pretty based, I'll just say that.
Yeah, so I want to talk about, like, the cabinet, talk about some of the stuff he's probably going to do. Like, I don't want to get cocky, but I'm actually liking this administration he's building. I mean, is there a bit of bad pick as of now?
I mean, there's a lot of fear mongering that you're going to have a bunch of foods like completely flat out banned.
That's
like you're going
to
have empty grocery shelves. You're going to have food that's even more expensive.
It's not even true.
I don't know. Mass recalls on all your foods.
All right, Lucas for 2. Fontes is considered a primary challenge to Hobbs. Really?
What?
Is that real? I hope that happens. Go ahead. Primary to Hobbs. Oh, I'll be so owned if we get rid of Hobbs.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, so Trump did announce a couple of new picks. Sean Duffy for Secretary of Transportation, which came out of nowhere. I really thought it was going to be the... Oh, gosh. What's his name?
One of the Graves. I think it was either Todd.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's Graves.
Actually, Todd Graves. That's Raising Cane's. My bad. Anyways.
Yeah, but yeah, it ended up being Sean Duffy. I didn't know.
Hey, look, anybody, and I mean anybody, will be an upgrade over Pete Buttigieg.
Well, Pete Buttigieg did nothing for 4 years. Like, did he do a single thing?
No, he let our planes fall apart. He let our trains derail.
And he's on maternity leave for like half a year.
Yeah, and legend has it he might still be.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, so
and he might be the next, and he might run for governor of Michigan.
Go ahead, run for governor.
Pete Buttigieg would probably be the only Democrat out of that entire field that would unironically lose.
Oh, I think we get embarrassed because people just say you're the Secretary of Transportation. You suck. Get out of here.
Now, albeit our current Republican field for governor of Michigan sucks.
Oh, it's bad. Who's our best option?
So
Mike
I
Rogers?
don't know. James Craig again.
Oh, it's like Mike
Yeah.
Rogers. It's like our best
I think.
choice.
The Michigan governor race probably starts with likely Democrats, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, we have no bench there. It's literally just Mike Rogers is the only one I think that can win statewide.
Yeah, they need to find somebody, like anybody.
Garrett
But
Vandercar for
anyways.
2. When will the rest of the House get called? Who frickin' knows?
Let me take a look.
Because it's California that's left, and I think.
Okay, the one that I know is going to be called next is Alaska.
Yeah, that was
Now, this isn't that's because I already called it, but no other sites, no other media can officially call it until the final ranked choice voting tabulation
This
takes
is
place
dumb.
on November 20th. So that's in 2 days. So, from the looks of it, we will get a call in Alaska on Wednesday.
We got that seat, so that's 1.
So, Begich is almost certainly one. I would consider him the apparent winner, not the official winner, but the apparent winner.
I agree with that.
Miller Meeks, I think that's going for a recount. So that will probably.
And now she wants to get promoted.
Yeah, and she probably will, knowing how leadership is. I mean, for God's sake, they literally promoted James Lankford, Democrats' best friend, for the past 6 months. So
who knows?
Yeah. California's 45th did flip Democrats. They did not release any votes Sunday for, I guess, obvious reasons. So the next update actually will probably be pretty soon.
For what? Say that again. Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
Yeah, but I was saying for California's 45th, so Derek Tran did take the lead in Saturday's update.
Yeah, she's good. I don't know how she lost, but
they did not count any votes on Sunday, which I guess is to be expected. So the next update that we get
the House
should be today.
Yeah, so
I'm assuming Tran is going to solidify his lead, because right now it's only 36 votes. So
yeah, he's up by
if his lead grows again, it's basically a done deal.
I'm surprised they haven't called 21st yet. Why? What are they waiting on?
Which
21st California.
One? New York Times called it.
Yeah, I don't know why CNN hasn't, but
yeah, New York Times did. Costa won by 5. But yeah, there's only 5 seats that are. Excuse me, Dad. 5 seats that they've yet to call.
Oh no! Oh no! We have bad news.
Oh, actually, I think Alaska did have another dump.
Jackson Karki, for how do you say his name? Red line. Karki, is it?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so he just announced that ranked choice voting just survived.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna give him flag. I haven't called it yet.
No, according to ranked choice voting survives. They count all the votes.
Yeah, give me just a second. Okay, so I think they did have another dump in Alaska, and I think Begich's lead actually did go down by a point, but he should still be fine.
It survives by 192 votes. Are you shitting me with this?
All right, that's official. Ranked choice voting survives in Alaska. We can call it.
Hold on, hold on. CEO of elections. Oh my gosh. Goodbye, ranked choice voting. For those that don't know, this is Red Lion. And he switched his account and stuff. But yeah, damn it, we lost ranked choice voting. What? How? How did it win?
I don't know.
Well, Democrats. This was a Hail Mary.
I think it's a coalition of Democrats and basically Murkowski's base of Republicans, whatever. Basically, her worshippers in the Republican Party. People that. I think Murkowski probably lobbied against
100%.
So now that that's official, ranked choice voting survives in Alaska. Lisa Murkowski, we can now project Lisa Murkowski will die in office.
This is ridiculous.
So at the bare minimum, Murkowski will probably serve another 20 years in the Senate.
She basically gave Democrats Alaska.
So how old is she? She is 67.
Oh, we gotta deal with her for like 20 more years. Oh God.
Yeah, 67. That is still young in politics.
Yeah, that's like in terms of politics. She has like
20 years from now, she will be 87.
Her shelf life is like 20 years. We're stuck with her.
She's going to serve for another 20 years. So the next time Republicans can probably by the time they could, Alaska might even be a blue state. So, yeah. I will say her only chance at and she might not even do this, and I think she probably would do this if it weren't for the fact that the state is red. But I would say, considering ranked choice voting survived, she's probably no longer switching parties to become an
This is
independent.
ridiculous. This is like, we got fooled by it. I remember that they ran a bullshit campaign in Alaska, and they made it sound like it was such a good thing, but now we're stuck with it now. Wow. All because Murkowski was throwing a hissy fit. She was scared that she was going to lose. That's what it came down to. It was Murkowski's thing. She literally made this. All because she was going to lose. Cherokee Bear for 2, Murkowski. No, don't joke with cancer. Don't. Saying it's a super chat, but no, that's too far. I don't like Murkowski, but fuck cancer. Our quickest path to Alaska might be to try to get Democrats and MAGA to vote for the Dem instead of Murkowski. Nah. The only way we get rid of her is like a big scandal drops. Even though that might not be enough.
I would hope. Honestly, I'd be fine with Peltola running against Murkowski, but at the same time, that would never happen because they love each other.
Yeah, hold up. Since Murkowski to stay here for a while, I'm gonna remind Chad how she got in office. Let me remind people of this.
She got a free seat from her. She got a free seat from her daddy, and then
you talk about corruption. This might be the most corrupt thing I've seen in a while.
She got a free seat from her dad, and then let's see, she survived. She got reelected solely from write-in votes, and then ranked choice voting, and yeah.
All right, so. All right, in December 2002, Murkowski, while a member of the state house, was appointed by her father, Governor Frank Murkowski, to fill his own U.S. Senate seat, made vacant when he resigned from the when he resigned from the Senate after being elected governor. The appointment caused controversy in Alaska. Many voters disapproved of the nepotism. Her appointment eventually resulted in a referendum that served the power of the governor to directly appoint replacement senators. Yeah, that's Murkowski. She has never won a real election in her life. Never. At least for the Senate. Every time was some bullshit reason she won, like 2004. Hold on. Let's see.
We have some other breaking news, by the way.
Yeah, what?
Breaking news, South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace introduces resolution to ban transgender women from female restrooms in the Capitol.
Whoa.
Welcome to Congress, Sarah McBride. There's her welcome gift.
That's
right
her
there.
party. That's her gift. She's just get like Mace Center.
Now, I mean, I don't think any legislation that's introduced now will probably. I don't know. Can it translate over to the next Congress?
I wouldn't see why it couldn't.
Because I mean, if not, it probably just gets reintroduced on like the first day, like right after McBride gets into office.
All right. Yoshi fan Nick for 2. Martin O'Malley launches DNC bid. Martin O'Malley? Really?
He's going to be the next DNC chair. Oh, okay.
America's
now I'll say that bill will probably fail because you do have some Republicans that might vote against it.
America's Almanac for 5.
That's not how you treat a transgender. Shut up.
All right, America's Almanac for 5. Mormons turn Utah into the land of rhinos. Spencer Cox, Mitt Romney, John Curtis, all within 6 years. Well, no, Mormons have always been there in Utah. I don't know what happened there. Something else happened. I don't know what, but not good. Not good. We're stuck with all these idiots for a while. But yeah, Murkowski has never won a real election in her life. Jet Politics for 2. How can we fix the New Jersey GOP for 26 to 28? Focus on voter registration.
More money into it. Actually have a ground operation. Yeah. We let it swing right naturally without any sort of effort.
Yeah.
So we can actually put in effort now. And we might even do the same in New York.
I think we will. I think we're going to... If we're smart, we go all in on New York and New Jersey. Why not?
Now, Scott Presler, I think, is moving to New Jersey full-time for 2025.
No, I think what he said, I thought he said both. He said, like, he's going to go to both New Jersey and Pennsylvania. That's what I thought he said.
Yeah, probably so. I'm guessing he's moving to Philly or something.
Yeah.
But I think the RGA is going to pour money in New Jersey.
There's no other races. Like, Virginia, I don't think we're going to win. You're not going to beat Amanda Chase. But I guess for Myers, you want to hold on to that seat. I don't know. We'll see.
Amanda, you're not going to beat Amanda Chase.
Or no, not Amanda Chase.
Spanberger.
Spanberg, excuse me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm looking more at these results from Murkowski. 2004, Murkowski ran for a full Senate term against former Governor Tony Knowles in 2004. After winning a primary challenge by a large margin, she was considered vulnerable due to her controversy over her appointment. Blah, blah, blah. Near the end of the campaign, senior U.S. Senator Ted Stevens shot ads for Murkowski and claimed that Democrats replaced Murkowski. Alaska would likely receive fewer federal dollars. Yeah, so 2004, she got bailed out. 2010 might be the most corrupt thing ever. She lost the primary. Instead of conceding, she decided to run as an independent, as a write-in, and she won. So, that's Murkowski for you. That's the Democrat, by the way.
I should mention, by the way, Ted Stevens literally has the Anchorage International Airport named after him, so he's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. He's a big name in Alaska. So, it's the reason she's in there is because of Ted Stevens. Bullshit in 2010. 2016, it was a shit show, because I think there was there's a bunch of third-party candidates or something. And then 2022, she changed the law to win. Deja vu stand for 5. Opinions on Dominic Louis Vacro. He'll be the Secretary of Labor under Trump. I don't know who that is. Nick for 5. Murkowski lost the primary in 2010 to organize a writing campaign with Dems to save her. Pathetic. Eric CB for 5. Is Josh Shapiro hurting his chances for 2028 with this Casey stuff? He might be. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
I think in fairness, Murkowski actually did lead the Senate election in 22 the entire time, even with ranked choice voting.
Well, the ranked choice, no, because she changed the system so she can get primary.
Yeah, because he has the top 4 system.
Yeah. America's Almanac for 5. I think, ironically, Republicans are too socially moderate for Mormons these days. Also tend to be white, middle, and upper class educated. Well, Mormons, anyways. I plead the 5th on that one. All right. I cannot wait for the inauguration in my hometown in D.C. in 2 months and 2 days, which we will be streaming that. We will be streaming the reaction to the inauguration. That's going to be a shit show. Will there be any protests? Probably.
Protests against what?
Orange Man.
Obviously.
Against
Protests against them every day. I think there's literally protesters that literally live outside the White House and camp out there for 4 years in a row.
Yeah, they have nothing
Trump.
better to do. These people have no lives.
But I think they're homeless anyways, so they just sit out there protesting.
All right. Mormons have bad theology. No religious stuff, but
I saw one of them protesting against Obama again. Well, I don't know if it was against Obama, but
just protesting.
Because I had a school trip to DC in 2016, and there was a protester camping outside the White House. I think he was a homeless guy, but
all right.
FM
for 3 or FM for 2. Epic take. DeSantis puts Hulk Hogan in Rubio's seat. I don't think he will because he wants the Senate seat, but that would be hilarious if Hulk Hogan got put in there.
We probably should also talk about the Florida Senate drama because there's kind of an internal battle.
Yeah, what's going on with that? So
there's basically an internal battle between DeSantis and MAGA. MAGA wants Laura Trump and nobody else. It's Laura Trump or bust.
In my opinion, just pick a placeholder. Pick a
now,
placeholder.
From what I've heard from somebody, I forget who, DeSantis might be picking, unfortunately, Jeanette Nunes to be the Senate replacement.
What?
Did I cut out?
Wait, say that again?
DeSantis might be picking Jeanette Nunes.
Oh, are you serious?
From what I'm hearing from somebody.
That's a downgrade from Rubio. What the hell? Isn't she what is she, lieutenant governor?
Yeah, she's lieutenant governor.
Yeah, she's the one that's awful. She's the only statewide official that sucks in Florida. Why? Why? What do you gain from that?
Amnesty.
Amnesty. That's real.
I think she literally has the exact same immigration views as Maria Elvira Salazar.
And that's shit.
Who is amnesty queen.
That is bad. F. F's in chat for Florida if we're getting that. Well, I don't get why DeSantis is picking. I thought he's picking a placeholder. I thought that's the whole point.
DeSantis actually, if he's not picking a placeholder, he might be trying to run for president again.
Don't, Ron. Don't. I want you to have a successful career in Florida. Don't you dare run for president again, at least for now. Listen, in my opinion, if you redeem yourself in the Senate, right, for after like 10 years or whatever, then run for president. But not now. Take your time to recover your political career. Are these same consultants back telling him once again, oh, you can beat J.D. Vance. You could take down J.D. Vance.
I mean, Chris Nelson's probably completely out of the campaign, but yeah, I think a lot of the consultants are still around him.
That's a problem. You gotta get rid of them. You gotta get rid of every one of them. Ron.
So here's my opinion. Here's my opinion for who should replace Rubio. If DeSantis is not going to appoint a placeholder because he wants to be president for some stupid reason, either pick Laura Trump or pick one of the several fantastic members of Congress in the state. I mean, not Byron Donalds because he's going for governor.
He's running
but
for governor. Pick Ooh, what about
pick Anna Paulina Luna? Actually, her district's a little too competitive and special, but actually, no, not really.
Cory Mills.
Yeah, pick Cory Mills.
I would 100% support Cory Mills. Cory Mills is a chill guy. So
pick Cory Mills. Pick Luna.
We got good options in Florida. Just not Nunes. She's the one that actually sucks on the issues.
Hell, I'd even prefer Casey DeSantis over Nunes.
Yeah, that's
nepotism. But I mean, I have questions about her, but
all right, Deja Vu stand for 2. Trump picks Paschal or Chris Nelson for Senate. That's real. Can you imagine he picks one of those two? Which he's not going to, but
yeah, Chris Nelson. I think Chris Nelson's off the campaign. He's done.
He's lost his mind. Cory Mills, Polina Luna, or Gates, it doesn't get in. If it doesn't get in, or Moody. Well, again, like, I think Cory Mills makes the most sense overall. Matt Gaetz, I don't know.
Gates is risky, and I that's kind of the same thing I have with Luna. But even then, Luna, I mean, her seat was expected to be competitive, and I think she still won by like 10, at least 10. I could be wrong.
So she's fine.
Are you still live?
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're still live.
All right.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Draft Roy Moore is back.
So we were just talking about Florida Senate because there's kind of the internal battle between DeSantis and MAGA.
Because apparently DeSantis wants Nunes.
Okay. I want DeSantis to appoint himself because it would be hilarious. I want to see Senator DeSantis. He would be the modern day George Wallace. It'd be amazing.
I want either Hulk Hogan as a temporary meme or Cory Mills. None of this bullshit with Nunes.
Okay, I was just looking at the Florida 13th result. Luna won by 9.6%.
Yeah, she's fine.
So just barely under 10.
I do kind of want to see Hulk Hogan in the Senate.
I want to see. Listen, he's gonna serve for 2 years.
In his outfit?
What?
Would he dress in his outfit?
Like, they would have to. There's no way that he would.
Tell you what, if Trump wants his celebrity senator or whatever, Louisiana appoints Willie Robertson from Duck Dynasty to primary out Bill Cassidy.
I agree with that. How old is he?
Not his father. I think Willie is not that old at all. Willie Robertson is 52.
That's nothing. Wow, I thought he was older than that. He's only 52.
No, I think you're probably thinking of his dad. His dad Phil is 78.
Yeah.
Now Phil is a very conservative guy. He would not be in. I don't think he would run for Senate, just because he's almost 80.
Just imagine though, like we get a Hulk Hogan, like he would not wear a suit. I don't think I've ever seen him in a suit. Like he'd not be wearing any of that crap.
No, I don't know what would be funnier if he was wearing a suit or if he was just wearing his outfit.
He would 100% be
a suit.
No, he would do like that. The RNC he would have that shirt on and like the blazer on. That's what he would do.
No, he'd wear a suit and then he'd just rip it off
for every vote. Every single vote.
Speaking of Senate rules, how How would a vote
You
go?
would have
How
a
would a
shirt underneath that said "yay" or "nay," and that's
Yes.
how you would just.
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking of
listen,
Senate-
put him in. Why not?
So speaking of Senate rules, how do you think a vote would go to allow dogs in the chamber?
There's no one that's going to oppose that. Well, McConnell might, because he's a turtle, but...
The rules have to be obeyed.
I
No,
think there's...
they need. Yeah, they have to let Baby Dog in.
No,
'cause
apparently
that's-
even a bunch of Democrats are saying that's a dumb rule. Just get rid of it. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, probably so. I mean,
I
I don't know if
really
anyone
hope,
would
though.
oppose it in the House.
Let's
Like,
see.
who would oppose it in the House? Like, I mean, there's no way Massey votes no on that.
What's
God,
gonna
no.
happen when Baby Dog dies? That's unfortunate,
That'd
but
be
it's gonna
sad,
happen
Dave.
eventually.
If
Is there gonna
Baby
be a,
Dog
is there gonna
dies,
be a
Justice
Baby
probably
Dog
retires.
Junior?
There'll be
or
like a
something?
national like.
There'll be a dynasty. It'll be like the
You'll
royal
probably-
family.
I mean, they'll
of West
probably
Virginia
be-
politics.
I mean, you'll probably get a legislation to get a statue of Baby Dog in her honor in Charleston.
That's
Oh yeah,
real.
no, they'll get one for sure at the state capitol in West Virginia.
All right, Eric CB for 10. I'm pro-life and like DeSantis to govern, but he's finished at a national level. If he was a nominee, the election would have been a referendum on abortion, and he'd be screwed in the Rust Belt. That's what I'm saying. Like, it would have been
I
close.
still want to see him in the Senate. I don't know.
So basically, what I had discussed is DeSantis, if he's not appointed a placeholder, is because he wants to run for president again.
Dumbass. Don't do it. Don't run for president.
I have a feeling he's probably gonna appoint a placeholder and then run for the seat
That's
himself.
a smart
and then
move. Just pick your freaking.
I mean,
press
that's
secretary
what
or
I
something.
that's what I prefer. Well, if not more,
that
that's
press
what I prefer.
no, not
I'm
that
kidding,
lady.
I'm kidding,
The
I'm kidding.
Ukrainian,
I'm
the
kidding.
Ukrainian one.
Deja Vu stand for 2. DeSantis appoints Bob Casey. Again, no. If he's listen for the memes, I want Hulk Hogan. I just want to see how that would function. Would he even last in the Senate for more than a day, or they just get sick of him and kick him out?
He kind of created your name. He
Well, yeah, he
created your name technically.
Technically. All right.
He was the original real American.
That's real. Can you just imagine that, like, we just see Hulk Hogan in the Senate? Like, it's just a t-shirt. He's just gonna wear a t-shirt.
He's gotta walk out to his theme song every time he goes.
They have like they have like music in the background every time.
No, he has
gets
to
on.
walk in like he walked in Madison Square Garden for the Trump rally.
Oh,
That's how
and
he's gotta walk
by the way,
through
Luke,
this
we do have bad news. Luke, ranked choice voting is going to stay in Alaska.
That's unfortunate. Why did it fail in Nevada, the one state I wanted it to pass, and then it
100 votes, Luke. 100 freaking votes.
Yeah, all because of Murkowski and basically her lobbyists.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan takes
Murkowski
advantage.
needs to be like deported to Canada. She would fit in very well
This is a
in
good
like
super
the
chat. Hulk
liberal
Hogan
party.
takes
Yeah.
advantage of the Fetterman dress code. I thought they got rid of that.
Also, can we talk about the fact that there's gonna be a blue wave in Canada next year, but like the good kind of blue?
Well, I thought, yeah. So
So-
the election's gonna be when next year?
Yeah, but there's
Yeah,
a twist
so
on
it's,
that,
it's
though.
officially scheduled for September 2025.
I think
But,
they're conservatives are just gonna kill them.
Trudeau is currently facing a caucus revolt, so to screw over his caucus, he might call an early election.
What I
sometime
think's gonna
before.
happen is I think that what's his name? Pavier?
I don't know, it's French.
Oh,
Breaking,
yeah.
breaking
Also,
news,
I
by the
kinda
way.
Oh, breaking
wanna,
news! What?
tell you
Real
this,
text
Rap.
what?
Harris cracked 52 in New Jersey.
Damn it! Anyways, jet politics for
No,
two.
but what I was saying, Rap, is
but the margin is still
this
under
next-
6 points, barely.
oh, go ahead.
It's under 6
The
still.
margin in New Jersey is still under 6 points, barely.
Damn. All right, jet politics for 2. We need a Shiba Inu for the White House dog, Doge. We do, yeah. For Doge, we need one.
Yeah, but Rap, what I was saying is I think we should start like next year covering foreign politics a little bit. Like,
Alright.
obviously it won't be the main focus,
I want to.
but because there's quite a few elections like with Germany and the Czech Republic
oh
and
yeah,
countries
didn't
like
Germany's
that.
government fall apart or something?
Well, yeah, but no, it was just one party pulled out of the coalition.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd love to help you with like, because like I'm very good with European politics. I've studied it quite a bit, so I'd love to help you like make videos.
Yeah, sure.
And
Well,
streams
chat, what do you guys
about it.
think?
So, yeah.
Talk about European politics and stuff and Canadian stuff.
Yeah, I think we should because there's a lot of elections
Yeah,
coming up next year.
Canada, I want to see how bad it gets for Trudeau. Will he just say
Oh,
F
yeah,
and call an
'cause
election
well,
tomorrow?
This is what happens. This is what happens during off years if they're not midterms, by the way.
Yeah, it's always off years or international elections.
Also, we do have.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have-
Canada,
also-
Germany's a huge one. The Czech Republic too is going to be good because you're going to get a Trump ally win in that country. You're going to get a guy who publicly supported Trump is going to win the Czech Republic.
Everyone in chat's
believe-
saying they want
let me
it.
look.
Everyone in chat's saying they want international. Okay.
Yeah, I want to look at all the elections in 2025.
You know what?
Actually, give me a
Since
sec.
we have a slower year next year, you know what? Let's do international stuff next year. Why not?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
never
we
really
should
talked
do.
about it that much.
And-
but
Yeah. And one thing I will say is Atlas Intel will also be doing polls for like all of the European countries.
Oh, they
so
are?
we'll have a good we'll have a good
so
like
no more
model to
bullshit
go off
and
of.
Seltzer polls, which by the way, and Seltzer
retired.
is not retiring, by the way.
You were right. Yep.
No, she's
She
not.
put out that poll just to retire.
She's not retiring now.
Oh wait, she's not.
Apparently,
Oh yeah,
was-
the Polish presidential elections next year too. That's a big
yeah. So
one.
apparently,
Oh.
Ann Seltzer is leaving Des Moines Register and going to a different place. She's
Where's he going? Democracy polling company or something?
democracy polling. I don't know. Let's see here.
Anyways, I've been trying to say
that's
this.
funny.
So,
Also, Ireland is having the presidential election where
Well,
Conor McGregor is
Is the
running. So
presidential like?
there is a
referendum-
chance we could see a Trump 2016 style upset with Conor McGregor
Well,
in
isn't
Ireland.
a president just worthless? It doesn't do anything.
I think so.
Customarily, they don't do anything, but they have a lot of power. They just don't use it because of customs. But Conor McGregor said if he gets in there, he would like destroy like he would destroy like all the. So he would actually do stuff. But
Yeah.
it's very unlikely
Okay.
he'd win. But they said the same thing about Trump in 2015. So
All right, so we do have context over that Matt Gaetz news about Trump.
What's the context?
So whatever you got from Newswire, which by the way, don't trust Newswire.
Oh,
It's-
I was a newswire. I didn't even realize. Oh.
yeah, it's run by an autistic resist lib named Haley Fan.
from slow United Kingdom. From
Yeah,
a
this
city in
guy
the United Kingdom
this guy
called
is like
Slough.
extreme. This guy's like extremely bipolar. He's a conservative 1 minute, the next minute he's like a massive resist lib. So that's why all the the headlines are really weird. So, anyways,
Slough.
Trump is admitting that Gates may not be confirmed, but he's not going to withdraw the nomination.
All right, so he's going all in. That's good.
Also, I'd
So
like to
he's-
point out that their election forecast had it was like North Carolina was a toss up, Georgia was lean D, Arizona was lean D, Texas was a toss up.
Speaking of,
worst,
remember that Polling USA account? Their final prediction, I think, was like Harris was going to win Texas or something.
No, Polling USA is just like super partisan. Like they were supposed to be but they would just comment politics. And now their partisan stuff has gone to Canadian polling
Well,
Canada.
the actual run that is just like, listen. Go full America
Are you
first.
saying
inside.
that Pierre Poilievre is like a MAGA candidate in Canada?
No, he's not.
Also, guys, confirmation. So Adrian Fontes is probably going to run a primary challenge against Hobbs.
Really? Is she just that unpopular?
That's according to Politico.
Or do they realize she's a weak candidate? She won because of circumstances.
I just saw that Kosovo's having an election, but I don't acknowledge Kosovo as a real place, so we won't be
Why?
covering that.
Thank you. All right.
Anyway, all right.
React to battle.
But also,
but we do every stream. We react to shit takes all the time. I still.
Bad electoral.
I
No,
st-
you should go to Delusional Dem Takes. It's run by my friend Jason on Twitter, also known as Sith Builder. He's a fellow Wisconsinite.
Yeah.
Delusional Dem Takes. If you guys want to see a good thing, go.
Well, bad
go to
electoral
the-
takes still owes me an apology, by the way. But no, I'm never gonna get that. So
yeah.
for not only
Also,
getting a
It's
fake-
funny because
Another-
even
another-
that
here's
fake
another-
prediction of yours ended up being more
it was
accurate
right.
than like
It's basically spot on.
outside of like Colorado.
The fake prediction that wasn't even mine, which I know who did it. It's fake completely. Guess what? It was more correct than any other.
Y'all enjoying the Red Mirage or what?
Listen,
8:25 p.m.
these people are
on
so
November 5th.
delusional. I knew early on Trump got it. Even I think some Democrats they admitted that, but some of these people they actually thought it was a red mirage. It's like,
When
Pennsylvania's
they
not a
said
red mirage.
Texas had poll closing and North Carolina was called early. Like I was like, yeah.
All right.
So something else I want to discuss is Puerto Rico apparently voted for statehood again.
Yeah, but listen. I don't give rats
Dude,
ass like
the turnout for half the people who vote don't even vote in that
because
election.
a lot of protest it. They think it's bullshit. And only that, but let's be honest. For those that don't know, Puerto Rico, if they ever got statehood, some of those independent people, they they might cause problems. Anyways, so
Also, I'd also like to point out that the New Progressive Party is the only pro-statehood party in the country. They got 40% of the vote in the governor race.
yeah.
The Popular Democratic Party is anti-statehood, and the Independence Party is obviously anti-statehood because they want to leave the union. Combined, they got over 50% of the vote in the governor
Yeah, so
election,
people
which is
think-
the one that people actually voted.
If Puerto
So
Rico
most
became
people
a
voted
state,
for an anti-statehood governor candidate. So yes, the pro-statehood one won, but it was only because
no one voted.
if Puerto
No one cared.
Rico, okay,
yeah.
if I have a take, if Puerto Rico ever became a state, they probably, I mean, they would probably still end up voting for like a Puerto Rico nationalist party.
Oh yeah, it would be like I think a third party.
So
Yeah,
it's like
probably
it kind of
vote
defeats the whole
Democrat,
purpose of
like-
them getting statehood to begin with.
Yeah, there would be a party. Like, it's not even guaranteed they'd vote Democrat. It'd probably be a competition between Democrats and the Puerto Rican Independence Party
Yeah.
because they'd run in presidential elections too.
Alright,
So,
Mr. Nugget for 2. Polling in Europe is way less schizo than the U.S. Well, because over there they have accountability. Don't they have laws in Europe when it comes to polling, anyways?
yeah, it's no, and the polls there are usually more accurate because
Because over there
they're used to polling like 7 different parties. So in like most of these countries, I'd love to explain this more in depth, but like on an American politics live stream. But we can do a video sometime in the future, kind of explaining.
Yeah, so
like, how,
my plan is 2025
well
we
done
focus on foreign policy, and I got big stuff I'm working on I can't say anything about. I guess foreign
Yeah.
elections could be and I guess New Jersey.
Yeah, Germany is going to be the first one, and that's going to be big. Actually, Ireland has one on Sunday of this week, so that should be interesting.
All right.
It's just for the parliament, though. It's not president; it's parliament.
Let's hear.
But only thing is, though, Ireland is very boring because like all the parties are exactly the same, besides one, which is like a leftist socialist nationalist party. So
what?
yeah, it's Sinn Féin. It's called. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
They're actually good allies with the Teamsters Union, which is kind of funny.
That is the most random thing I've heard all day. They're just allies, like out of the blue, like, oh yeah, we're allies with Teamsters.
No, the Teamsters Union gives a bunch of money to them like every year.
What? Why? What do you mean they just give like, oh yeah, here's a foreign party, here's 500,000.
You know, because here's the reason. Teamsters is like there's a lot of influence from like Boston and like Massachusetts.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
And the Irish in Massachusetts have historically been very pro-Irish republicanism, which is basically like, and that party in Ireland is like the main Irish Republican Party.
Okay, that makes sense.
And by Republican, I don't mean center right, because republicanism in
They're
Europe
a
is
whole-
very
that's a whole
different
can of
than
worms
in
right
America.
Yeah, when you guys say Republican, you gotta be careful because people think.
And so does Democrat, because if you call yourself a Democrat in Europe, you're probably on the far right.
Hey, I mean, Japan, their liberal democratic party.
Japan is the worst by far. It's the worst. What was it like?
Australia too. The Liberal Party in Australia is the center right party.
Yeah, it's like I hate that. Because when they call.
No, don't talk about the one in what country is it? I'm trying to the Russian liberal.
Russia has Russia. There's like 50 fake parties.
The Russian liberal Democrats call Putin a liberal. Let's just say that.
Yeah, so this is the thing. Like when they say liberal, they usually mean economically liberal. That's what they usually mean. So.
Well, to be fair, the Russian one's just like controlled opposition, so like they're supposed to be a catch-all, but in reality, they're just like a Russian nationalist.
The thing with Russia is like I still laugh at this every time. Like I learned about this. Apparently, like with Russian ballots, there's like the party logo is like on the ballot, and apparently, what they would have like 500 fake like communist parties, so it just split the votes. I love like foreign politics. Just
yeah, because I think there's still a lot of
there's also the British Democrats that got banned. They were a far right. Their ideology was fascism, British nationalism, anti-immigration, anti-Islam, and monarchism.
Oof.
So that's
Eric
British
CB
Democrat.
19 for 2. LT has been quiet the last 2 weeks. Yeah, he's been quiet. Really?
I think
I don't remember when he decided to take a vacation to Boston the day after the debate, and then he came back a week later and was like, "I wasn't boycotting you because something bad happened. I was on vacation because I have a life outside of." It's like, dude, you've uploaded every single day for like 2 months, and then right after your candidate got killed in that debate, you just didn't upload.
You bailed. Yeah.
Speaking of Exodus, by the way, should we just
What?
Blue Sky is a whole story.
What?
Yeah, there's a new. Well, it's not really new, but there's a social
Yeah,
media
Blue
app
Sky
called.
is
Oh
the new
yeah, I
Twitter.
heard about this.
It's Resist Slip Proof Social.
And isn't it like falling apart already?
I don't know. I mean, you have basically every Resist Lib icon from Mark Hamill to Adam Kinzinger moving there.
Well, I heard there's
It's funny because all these libs on Twitter have like their handle on Twitter now as their Blue Sky app, but all of them use Twitter more than Blue Sky.
Well,
so
because
they
it's just a
it's
scam.
like the new Ukraine flag. It's like the new Ukraine flag, BLM, etc., etc.
All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
and I think there's like a lot of Blue Anon theories there, like of I don't know Harris winning Texas or whatever, or some probably Tennessee or some random.
Yeah, that would be a good stream idea eventually. Just scrolling Blue Sky.
No, I don't
like,
want to die
just
Twitch on
making.
stream.
Well, it's entertaining, you
All
know.
right,
It's not like we lost because we won. It's more funny.
Yeah, Mr. Nugget for 2. The LDPR in Russia supports monarchism. Yeah, that's like the most liberal like party in Russia. I'm kidding, but Aaron Ratliff for 2. Is UK Labour Party right of UK Conservatives? Not anymore. They've gone back their own ways. So
there's also a new Twitter account called Lives with Blue
Conservatives
Sky.
aren't even that bad. They're not even. Well, no, they're not good. But like the conservative, like it's overhyped how left wing they are.
well, no,
like,
I
from the
think
US.
I think they're starting to wake up to some of their bullshit. But
No, Robert Jenrick, who was one of the candidates, he almost won. Was to the right of Trump objectively, and Kelly Badenoch, the person who won, is like probably she's kind of like I don't know, maybe like Ron DeSantis on policy, but probably less socially concerned. Because the UK just doesn't care about social issues except trans stuff, which they're super opposed to for some reason. Like even Labour voted to ban HRT, so like everyone pretty much agrees with anti-trans stuff now. It's insane.
all right,
Except the Greens.
All right, a glitch Evie for 2. Blue Sky is Reddit, but somehow 10 times as gay. That's real.
There's a Twitter account called Lives with Blue Sky.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Libs of
Aren't they like banning people for everything?
Yeah, I think so. Like I think if you say there are only
Dude,
two
and
genders,
wokeness. That account got banned within 5 seconds of joining. So, Blue Sky.
Yeah, he tweeted out there are only 2 genders on there, and then immediately got banned.
That's controversial now. Wow.
Well, again, they're a liberal app. I mean, I think didn't Occupy Democrats promote them as well?
What?
That account is so funny because they like are like we're the Occupy Wall Street Dems. We're super anti-establishment, but then they're just resist libs. It's
Wait, who?
hilarious.
Occupy Democrats.
Occupy
Oh
Democrats.
yeah, they don't. They're just establishing hacks. That's all they are. All right. Rap hot take: Trump should cut a deal with Meghan McCain and have her run for governor. No. No, Meghan
Nah,
McCain.
she's still. I think she's still kind of a resist lib. I think at least against like Lake, but
Yeah. All right. You all see Hobbs announced she's defying Trump and protecting illegals. Yeah, that's probably why they have Fontes running.
I think she might be cooked. If we want Kimberly Yee, I think she's cooked.
Just run
governor.
anyone. Just no more Lake.
Run
more
Lamb.
Lake.
No, I think Trump's gonna like keep Lake in check. Maybe
I don't
make her
Lake's-
ambassador to Mexico because she liked campaigning.
Yeah,
there,
why was
so.
she? Did she do like a bunch of events in Mexico?
yeah, I think there was like
Mexico. She was the
CPAC
keynote
Mexico.
speaker.
Not even New
CPAC.
Mexico.
Wait,
Yeah,
Rap,
'cause
do you
I think there was
remember
a
your
CPAC
video from
event in Mexico.
2021 that was CPAC in a nutshell?
What?
You made a video in 2021 called CPAC in a
Oh, I
nutshell.
remember that.
was amazing.
That I love that video to this day. I love
You
it.
should remake it, but it's CPAC Mexico.
CPAC Mexico.
Instead-
And I speak
you talked about in
Spanish.
that video. You talked about CPAC Japan.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had this. Yeah, I remember I had like the shitty anime thing. I remember that.
And Richard Nixon was like the host of.
Yeah, I forgot. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I gotta bring back the Richard Nixon voice.
You gotta bring back Nixon lore too.
No,
you gotta bring
that's
back.
no. Let's see here.
That's too much.
They are hub. Hold on. Kimberly Yee is good or Mark Lamb. I think I support Mark Lamb. I think Mark.
No, we gotta be safe. Run Yee.
Run Mark Lamb.
Mark Lamb can run against Mark Kelly in 28.
How's that planet safe with when it gets a stronger candidate?
Oh, by the way, we do have some news out of
No, I think it's just I just want to flip the governorship by all means necessary because I don't want Arizona to become like the next
Okay.
Colorado.
By the way, I just read this on New York Times about Pennsylvania. This was actually from 5 days ago, so it's
Wow.
not really a new update. But there is a recount going on. The results will not be announced before November 27th.
So
Where?
yeah,
Pennsylvania.
Where?
Pennsylvania,
Oh.
Senate.
so we're not going to know anything
It
for
won't
9 more
change anything.
days.
It's
So yeah, they're not going to
It's-
call it for 9
Hold
days.
up. We got breaking news.
Oh shit! What happened?
Hold up. Josh Shapiro finally put out a statement.
No vote of the legal. Count every vote.
No, hold on. What? Okay, Josh Shapiro actually said something. Let me pull this up on stream. Get rid of the Murkowski thing. Yeah, so this is what he supposedly said. Let me read it. All right. As I made clear for years, every eligible Pennsylvania vote should be counted in every race. And thanks to the hard work of Republican and Democrat election officials all across the Commonwealth, Pennsylvania has held another free, fair, safe, and secure. Bruh! As counties.
Continue.
Oh my gosh. As counties continue counting ballots in the 2024 election and a mandatory statewide recount begins in the Senate race, they are confronted with the lack of legal clarity surrounding undated. What? Lack of clarity? The Pennsylvania Supreme Court said don't count them. Are you serious?
Damned if they did, damned if they didn't. What the fuck?
What is he saying? Given this lack of clarity, county officials in each of our 67 counties were damned if they did it. Bruh. Jack
Likely
Max,
facing legal action no matter which decision they made. So basically, they either get sued by the RNC or they get sued by Mark Elias.
this is why we need election reform. Like, I know it's a state by state thing, but you have to have some kind of like standards. This is ridiculous. Jacko Max for 5. Rap, are you still cooking your 2028 bench video? Make that thing a fine meal. Also, can't believe we keep taking W's and policy/cabinet picks. We will make America great again. Yeah,
Okay,
that video is
so,
coming out soon. Coming out tomorrow.
Okay, so for the statement, blah, 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 as we move forward, I want to be clear. Any insinuation that our laws can be ignored or do not matter is irresponsible and does damage to faith in our electoral process. The rule of law matters in the Commonwealth, and as I've always said, it is critical for counties and officials in both parties to respect it with both their rhetoric and their actions.
The Department of State had advised counties repeatedly of their duty to segregate challenge provisional ballots and undated ballots in anticipation of a ruling in the court. The court has now ruled on the county of these ballots specific to November 5th, and I expect all
So
counties.
basically, he's saying that the county should listen to the court. He's saying the county should listen to the court. But he's
by the
not
way,
going to do anything to make sure they do.
Also, we have breaking news again.
What?
Derek Crane expanded his lead.
Damn it. So you're
Yeah, he's up by 100 votes. He's
so
up by
you're
100
telling
votes
me
now.
in freaking Pennsylvania right now, Josh Shapiro's basically saying, he's just ignoring what happened, basically.
He's basically on defense so Mark Elias doesn't get on his ass.
Let's see. We need national standards, mandatory yearly voter purges, mail-in. Yeah, I agree. Just you gotta have some standards. Just something. Yeah, when is Sunday being sworn in for Attorney General?
Tim Sheehy fan on Twitter just praised Sarah McBride.
Tim Sheehy
Tim
fan.
Sheehy fan?
I'm sorry, man. I
That
can't take it
name.
seriously. If you...
Your name is Tim Sheehy fan.
Also, isn't this guy a PDF as well?
Anyways, listen. Okay. All right, but guys, so basically what I'm reading here is they're covering their own asses. I don't know. All right, if this keeps getting worse,
My pillow wasn't Mike Liddell selling pillows for that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think he took it down. So does Rap really need? No, I don't only read super chats, but I read super chats ASAP. Lucas for 2. Jay Jordan's challenger is saying her race was, I don't know who that is.
As worded, I guess.
Oh, Jim Jordan's challenger. She's saying it's what? She's refusing to concede.
Blue Anon.
Yeah, that's Blue Anon. This is the thing with this. Like, it's every 4 years now. No matter who wins, it's gonna be one side that says it's fake. That's the country we live in now.
How much did I gotta check how much he won by?
Who? Jordan? He won by like 40.
I guess I'm sure he did.
Rap, do a 2024 presidential election tier list. I mean, is that really worth? I'm doing 2028 again. Jacko Max, I know you're asking about it. You sent a super chat. I want to do that. Maybe I don't know. Like I was thinking of doing it, but I thought, this would be something.
Jordan won by 36.
Yeah. So why is she calling? Why is she not conceding?
Because I don't know, resistant icon. I guess she's trying to be a girl boss.
All right. At least Carrie Lake conceded. I mean, Kind of.
And she didn't really, but she kind of
I mean,
did.
it's
I
better
don't know.
than last time. It's a start. Let's see. Vance
Oh God, yeah, she literally, yeah, Tammy Wilson actually did. Holy
What?
shit! Like he's going full on.
Go
Stop
send
the F
something.
word.
Send something. Send it.
Yeah. Let me just send her. Actually, let me send her a tweet. Actually,
Just her ex? Is that bad? Oh my gosh. Blue Knot is real, everyone. We have finally. Look at
oh,
this.
and she also her last tweet before that she was retweeting she was literally retweeting a video from January 6th from Morgan J. Freeman, who posts a video of January 6th every single day.
Democrat. I'm reading through this. I only talk about the kitchen table issues. I talk about the economy, immigration, and healthcare. I was working with companies to create high-paying jobs with good benefits close to home. I was working with the hospitals and healthcare industry to improve healthcare. I was writing an immigration bill. I was addressing the top 3 biggest issues and people liked what I was doing. Saying Democrats didn't talk about issues important to the working class is an effing insult. I did. I spoke to my consultants' struggles, or constituents' struggles, because I felt them too. Oh my gosh. I do not believe this is what black Americans wanted. What? What the fuck? Is
She's
this
getting
real?
what percent black is Jim Jordan's district?
It's like 1%. What?
What is? I gotta look at her. I gotta look at his district. It's not. There's probably like no black people at
What?
all outside of like
I do not believe
maybe
this is
one
what black
city.
Americans wanted. What the hell is she talking about?
Ohio's
Oh my
fourth. What city is even in Ohio's fourth?
God. Oh, this is beautiful. I can't.
This is probably your average. Like this is probably your average Delaware County resist lib now.
What the fuck?
What's the biggest city here? Lima,
Bro.
Mansfield.
Hold up. Let's hold up. She wants a recount. Unbelievable. Hold up. Let me look at the rest of her Twitter.
I
Wait,
mean,
what did Jim
she was
Jordan
kind of
win
a
by?
money hog as well because there was a lot.
Bro.
Jim Jordan won by 37 points.
This is just insane. Yeah, I don't believe it. Ohio's 4th is 6% black. So.
Also, why did Yvette Harrell underperform Trump by like 6? I didn't
don't
know she was
know.
that bad of a candidate. Trump won that
I
district by
can't get
2.
over
They're,
this.
they're single issue Trump voters, basically.
What the hell? This is just. Is this the most schizophrenic thing? This is the most schizophrenic thing I've seen in a while.
She's gonna run again.
Listen, will we? Is this a crack into 2024?
Probably, I don't know.
Hold on. What did you send me, real text? What is this? What?
Oh, that was a reply to somebody. That was a reply to someone.
Absolutely, bruh. But that's why Trump hasn't been able to let 2020.
No, this reminds me of the Starlink satellites that were. Remember the Starlink satellites?
The Starlink satellites. Oh my god.
You know what? I should make like a resist lib alt account and claim that she was S-worded. Maybe I should tweet out that thing that I tweeted out.
No, what you should do is like have
the Starlink.
Dude, you need to make Phil Murphy stand 69-420. You
know okay, but like, do you remember the tweet I put out with the Starlink? The one I was,
I remember
the one
that.
where I was making fun of. It's the one where I was making fun of that.
This is what the Germans saw before the Starlink satellite. No, because that was the QAnon meme in 2020.
I agree. Make her DNC
that was
chairwoman.
The Q meme in 2020. It was like, this is what the Germans saw before Biden hacked the election or whatever.
Yeah, this one right here where I have Harris getting 500 votes and winning Wyoming and Tennessee.
Bro, this is beautiful.
I had her winning Wyoming because of Liz Cheney. Kentucky because of Bashir, Tennessee because Marsha Blackburn.
The Italian 2020 theories. Oh yeah, the Italian one was the best. That was the best one. Blue Knot is something else. This is just like beyond schizophrenic. Like, what is this? This is just beautiful. This is pure comment. But I feel kind of bad because the sad part is these people actually believe it. They've been lied to for so long, they actually believe this. Starlink is just Blue Anon. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a Blue Anon's version of, the thing.
Starlink Gate. Starlink gate.
But you're telling me that it can only apply to... Oh my gosh, this is just... Alright.
No, it's gonna be Staranon instead of
Staranon!
it's Staranon.
Alright. Alright, if anyone got more super chats and more questions, concerns, comments, send them now. Last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls for super chats. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Share with your friends.
Oh, Mike Lawler is all but confirming he's running for governor.
Yeah, he's running for governor.
Because he just said
Oh,
he
we're
just
gonna
tweeted.
lose another house seat. Damn.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a weird district. I don't know.
Trump won it actually, so that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's possible. All right, make sure to share with your friends, guys. Let's keep growing the channel. Subscribe, share. All right, because YouTube is not friendly right now for whatever reason. But we are working on stuff to maybe I don't know. Maybe start posting to X. I don't know. Is it worth it? We'll see. Avery for 2. You making fun of the Bears made me sad yesterday. I'm sorry. As a Packers fan, I have to. All right. Listen, the Bears lost, so.
The Bears.
Yeah, Bears. How do you lose to a blocked? Well, the Chiefs did, I guess, but. Hey, Rap.
Let's see. Oh, I think we do have another update from the 13th district of California.
What?
Okay, here we go. Fresno County adds another 1,073 votes in today's update that breaks 62 to 37 for incumbent Republican John Duarte, netting him 277 votes and increasing his lead over Democrat Adam Gray
He's got
to
it.
2,281 votes.
All right. Democrats got a judge through the Senate when Manchin voted no. Oh, damn.
So basically, TLDR for California, Derek Tran and John Duarte both expanded their leads.
So Duarte's got it.
Duarte and Tran are going to win.
I share your election night stream. Plenty of my friends liked your coverage. Yeah, I'm not trying to glaze myself, but a lot of people say they like the election coverage because we were the only ones that actually like with a brain talked about stuff.
Oh, and Fresno County will not have another update until Friday.
What, Luke?
We gotta do a German election.
Yeah,
stream.
so well, I think we'll do a couple election nights next year. But yeah, people responded very well to the election night stream. I was surprised.
Also, Rap.
I think too, it's good for people to learn about other countries because, in my opinion, some of these countries are a lot more interesting because there's more than just two parties.
Yeah,
you know? So it gets interesting, and there's coalition building. It's very interesting. There's some interesting parties that kind of rise, and a lot of these countries too have proportional. So like parties that get very little of the vote. I really wish we did this in like 2023 when the Dutch election happened because that was super fun to cover. You only need like 0.5% of the vote to get into parliament. So there's like all these like small parties that get in. It's insane.
Oh, by the way, Rap. So with that update from California, 13th, a little something from Fresno here. Their next update will be Friday.
Are you freaking serious?
Yeah.
They got it. Like, why do they just count only like 5 at a time? What is this?
Okay, so here's the number of ballots that they have. So they still have about 7,100 ballots left.
Why are they just sitting on it? Just count it.
Actually, probably more like 12,000 ballots. So Fresno has 5,200 conditional registration provisional ballots left countywide.
This is stupid.
1,900 damaged ballots that require duplication.
Damaged? What do you mean damaged?
I don't know, torn apart or something. Plus
David
5,400
got kind of hungry, I guess.
Oh my god.
Plus 5,400 requiring signature keys. Next update Friday by 5 p.m.
This
local
is so
time,
stupid. This is why we need, like, I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican, this needs a change.
California needs like a federal overhaul of their elections.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Alright, I think we're in the stream here, everyone. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like. Hold on. Jet politics for 2. Cover Japanese politics. Japanese politics is a can of worms I don't want to go down.
Yeah, I'll talk about Japan. Let's see.
No, the ones we'll be talking about for sure, big elections will be
Germany,
Poland, Germany, Poland, the Czech
Canada.
Republic, and there's a few UK local elections too. We got to cover those.
Well,
My thing with
UK,
Japan
I don't
is
know,
that if
that
we're-
might get interesting real quick. So we'll see.
My
No,
brief synopsis on
the
Japan.
UK local elections happen every year, and they're basically the equivalent of the midterms.
Yeah.
Like that's how they're treated
Okay.
in the UK.
All right, so my
Yeah.
my synopsis with Japan is that if we're not careful, they're basically just going to turn globalist.
Damn it! Come on, we need to do this for Abe.
They already are
Do it for Abe.
globalists. I hate to break it to you.
We need
They're just conservative globalists. That's what Japan is. Conservative.
do this
Like
for
they
Abe.
exist.
Yeah, man, I still can't believe
Yeah,
he died.
conservative globalism is real.
I'm still sad about
Yeah.
Shinzo dying. Like, bro, it's a very
He's no
sad day.
okay.
But how many years has it been since he got
And then
assassinated?
politics in South Korea surrounding whether or not you want dog meat to be legal.
Oh gosh.
That's-
All right.
that's
Anyways,
funny.
we're at the stream
Okay,
here,
okay.
everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see me at. Again, share with your friends. Keep growing the channel. Share on Twitter. Let's keep growing because YouTube is, I don't know what they're doing right now, but we'll see everyone. Let's see. Avery for 2. What about Canada elections? One of those next year.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, of course we'll talk about Canada. That'll be the one
Canada's
we'll
probably the biggest one.
primarily focus on, especially later in the year. Like, I'll definitely be able to like give you guys updates on that. 'cause
Hold on,
I've got
Bucky. What do you
friends-
say? Hold on. Hey,
Canada.
Rap. Do you think Poilievre is going to be friendly to Trump? Yeah, he will.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, Polyev is going to get along great with Trump.
Yeah,
I
he
can
will.
already see that.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys next stream, video, wherever you see me at. Again, share with your friends. Let's